Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blue Clouds Media. My name is Nate Zion. As usual, I always bring you the best association football news you can find out on Chelsea Football Club and also the rest of the English Premier League teams. I bring you the updates and trending news that are trending in regards to association football and also Chelsea Football Club. Here we are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone that is tuned in today and listening to the news that I have or we have on the platform to talk about. There's a lot of news. Enzo Fernandez news, the Chelsea Football Club news in his own to talk about the new recruitment team. And also we're going to get into that aspect. So if you're here, you're joining me, I want to say thank you very much. And I appreciate you spending time with us on this platform as always and as usual. Always a lot of my returnees and people that are returning back to the platform. And also, if you're first time being here and you haven't liked the video or even subscribed to this platform, let me get this out of the way before we continue. just like the video and also subscribe to the platform if you haven't. Also, there's also another need. You can share the program or the channel on any social media platform that you found yourself. That helps the channel grow, and also your likes, and then your likes are very, very important. I already see some wonderful people there already. Patrick is there, Blue Blood, Big Brother is also there. I123, they're always the phantom of many topics. I love him. I love him. Everyone is there. And then, excuse me, we gotta get it going. We gotta get it going. Like I said, there is a lot to talk about over here. Welcome to Blue Clouds Media Stream. And the topics are for the day. The topic for the day, I want to say good morning to everyone again. Welcome back to the platform. And this is Chelsea Live news that are trending on the platform that I think it deserves some attention, and we need to talk about it. Also, welcome, like I said, welcome everyone. In this edition, we will be discussing the January spending, as we know how much Chelsea spent this January, and also why it's top four so essential, or why it's essential to bring Enzo Fernandez to Chelsea Football Club. Last night, Chelsea finally announced the signing of Enzo Fernandez, who is a World Cup winner. Goalkeeper. I want to talk about goalkeepers. Thibaut Courtois. Courtois set to leave Real Madrid in the summer. Chelsea have needed a replacement goalkeeper for some time now. Is Thibaut Courtois going to be the guy that Chelsea will be looking out for? I know this history and the story behind Thibaut Courtois and Chelsea Football Club and Chelsea fans in his own. But will this work? Will Chelsea fans like to see the return of Thibaut Courtois to the football club? Chelsea have needed a replacement, like I said, goalkeeper for some time now. With only a few league games to go this season, Chelsea is top four spots now essential for Chelsea Football Club. Failure to qualify for Champions League could see Chelsea spending in the region of 200 million this summer. I hope you heard me right. I said this summer, Chelsea could spend 200 million this summer. And then also, this is what I want to bring in. Finance experts believe Chelsea could force to sell academy stars, which academy players, to crumple to be able to get the FFP with Karen Maguire estimated around 100 million from the likes of Conor Gallagher, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and then also Callum Hudson-Odoi. So Chelsea will be forced to sell these players to be able to couple the FFP rules as is being stated over here. And also we have some transfer news for you. Also, how much it's also part of it. How much did Chelsea spend this January transfer? List of players brought into the football club. Callum Hudson-Odoi to Arsenal. There is a link over there. I know the transfer it's over, but we still have to look into the future, which is the summer. And I think it's better for me to bring it to the platform and for us to talk about it and why it is. What's Enzo Fernandez? What would Enzo Fernandez bring to this Chelsea side? What are we getting from Enzo Fernandez as being part of our team at this moment? Why top four is so essential for Chelsea after spending big money? As Chelsea being the biggest spending in this January transfer. Now, how Chelsea could avoid FFP is what we also talk about. FFP Pro. Man United have made it into the Carabao Cup finals. Also, another topic that we can also discuss, and let's see who can win it. Very, very important for the platform. Thank you, and then welcome back everyone to the show. Stav is not here yet, but then we can go through and see what we have in the comment section below. I have 6 comments at this moment. I have one from Uduchi. Uduchi said, cool. And brother, I'm also cool over here. If you are cool, absolutely, I am cool. Here as well. Phantom of Many Topics said, to hit the like button it was interesting to see how all these new signings by Chelsea will stand up to be legends of Alexander Mitrovic, who was not in the game. Chelsea lost to Fulham at Craven Cottage. I remember that game. I remember that game very, very well. Also, I123 said, will I well, I was the first to hit the like button and already commented earlier, but obviously YouTube took it down, and I'm glad you're coming back with more daily news. Thank you very much. Yeah, we have a lot of more daily news for you today. It's very, very important to have the news to talk about. Spicy said liked already. Thank you very much, Spicy, for liking the video. Everyone that liked it, I want to say thank you very, very much. Thank you. Like I said, from Tom of Mini Topic, how many wives do you have in Philippines currently, and what terms do you support? Phantom, you had that question. If you have an answer, bring it over. I'm willing to read it out for everyone. Hello, gentlemen. Patrick, my big brother. I hope you're doing very, very well. Yes, it is good news. Good news. Uduji said it's a good news. Would you take him back after what he did? In my opinion, I see. Look, sometimes we need to put certain things aside in regards to. Okay, I'll come back to that one. Patrick, I'll come back to your question right away. Would you take him back? I have that answer for you. Hello, my brother. You're always looking so fine, my brother. Glad to see you again. Glad to see you spending time to look at my beautiful face. I'm very happy to see you here too and spend time with you on Facebook. And also, you're always on Facebook, Melissa. You're always on Facebook and also on I think. Oh yeah, I always see you on Facebook. It says Facebook not working currently. Going to YouTube. Okay. Yes. In regards to your question, I think it's Patrick, right? Would I take Thibaut Courtois back? Why won't I take Thibaut Courtois back? Players go through certain time in their life that a lot of us do not understand. At that time, Thibaut Courtois was going through a lot of pressure from his wife to be able to move from England to join her at Spain, because the kids and the wife were in Spain at that time, and Thibaut Courtois was far away from them. So it was a demand and the pressure. And you know how women are. Women always want to have their men by their side and around the kids to be able to spend time with each other and that kind of thing. So if you're a married man, you will understand that situation. So it was a pressure coming from the wife from to Thibaut Courtois, which has to force him to do what he did. So I don't blame him that much, and I think that he did what he really was really good for him himself and the family. And I always say to myself, my family come first than any other thing in this world, not even YouTube. My family is first before any other thing in this world, because my family was there before YouTube existed. My family was there before any other thing existed that I know of. So nothing separate me from my family and any business that I do. You get what I'm saying? Because if my business broke down and my business is not moving anymore, who is there to save me? Who is there to support me? It is going to be your family. And also in regards to Moses Casado, we all remember the letter he sent out to Brighton. He went to social media, which I think Instagram, where he wrote a letter to Brighton in regards to him leaving the football club, or maybe he wants to move away from the football club. But here we are. He didn't move away. Doesn't mean that you're not gonna make him play anymore in your football club. No. Sometimes you have to let it go, give him back his jersey. If he's playing very well, that is the most important thing. We pay them to act professionally on the football pitch. So if you have Thibaut Courtois returning back to the football club and playing very well, helping the team win trophies, what do we have to care about? To me, I don't dwell on those things. It doesn't really matter to me if Thibaut Courtois have to return back to Chelsea Football Club and then play and help the team win trophies. That is the most important thing to me, in my opinion. Um, um, Patrick, I'm not so sure about you, what you think of it. Blue Blood said Enzo has been given the number 5 shirt, which will where he will wear in the Premier League. But if he's part of the UCL squad, it looks like he has to wear another number, as J5 already wore that number. Thank you very much. I didn't even know that. I know he's been given the number 5, but I haven't thought of what number he's going to wear in UCL, which makes a lot of sense. Jorginho have registered the number 5 in the UCL, so I'm not so sure what number they're gonna give it to him at this moment in time. So thank you for the update. And the guys, if you guys have anything in regards to Blue Bloods, comment. Just drop it down in the comment section, and then we can all talk about it. Whilst I have my other topics over here, and also like I said earlier on today, I even made a short video, my AI short video. If you haven't seen it, check in my videos. It's in there, my AI video, in regards to the academy players that has to be sold in order to meet FFP. So FFP is still hanging around us. We have to sell players like Coli Gallagher, Ruben Lufsos-Cheek, and Callum Hudson-Odoi. And at this moment, Callum Hudson-Odoi has been linked with Arsenal. Is that going to work? Callum Hudson-Odoi would love to return to Chelsea Football Club, but we have lots and lots of talent. Will he get room? Will he get place? I guess the January or the summer transfer window will tell if Callum has a future at Chelsea Football Club. I'm not the one to determine, but we're yet to see what will happen in the summer transfer window. Respectable family is always first. Yes, just like I said, my brother Patrick Batman, I think my brother said that, yeah, family is always the first thing there. Like I said, if you lose your job, the family will be there, especially our wives who are always there taking care of us, giving us the food until we start another journey. So I agree with what he was going through. If y'all know what he was going through, then there's no way we should think about he went AO. He didn't want to return to Chelsea. It's the pressure coming from his family. So at this moment in time, if Chelsea wants to give him another shot, it means that he has to convince his family, which at that time was giving him that pressure. If Chelsea really wants him, they have to sit him down and move the whole entire family in here in UK, settle in UK, so now he can concentrate on his career, which is football. So Blue Blood said they have been suggestion about what number he might wear for this UCL only, and one of these has been two or fives. So number 50, okay, two fives. So number 55 for the UCL. This will make it a little bit more difficult in regards to those that will buy jerseys. If you buy Enzo Fernandez jersey, so how are they going to do it? Are they going to make two printings, two jersey numbers printed out to be? I mean, in the store in regards to Enzo Fernandez, meaning we're gonna have Enzo Fernandez number 5 for the Premier League, and then Enzo Fernandez number 55 for the Champions League. Is that how we're gonna see it? If that is how it's gonna come out, then some fans will be a little bit hesitating and think of what kind of jersey they have to buy. To me, I'll prefer to buy one jersey. I mean, then it means that I have to buy two jerseys, one with the Champions League tag logo on it, and the other one with Premier League logo on it, which has 55 and then 5 on it. So that's the trend, and that's how we gotta go. Izimano says sorry, no to Courtois. Forget why he left. He refused to return to Chelsea from Atletico on his. I think he did not refuse to return from Atletico. He returned from Atletico. If you can remember, he was on loan to Atletico. He came to Chelsea Football Club he worked, but then in a continuation where he have to renew his contract, where he has to move on, he returned. He decided not to, and I don't blame him why he did not want to return. And I understand, Easy Manos, you don't want him. Fair enough, and I understand your opinion. You don't want him, but there's a reason. If you understand this reason why he did not want to return back to the football club, it means it's very, very respect. It makes a lot of sense, and I respect his reasons and why he didn't want to return. It's the family reasons. Families family are very, very important in our lifestyle. And I understand why he says so. From his loan demanded, he was made number one. He disrespected Czech and Chelsea. Never fully committed to. He never fully committed to Chelsea. I understand all that. I understand. If you don't want him, yeah, fair enough. It's understandable, and because some people, you know, everyone is different from how they live. Some people don't forget or forgive. Some people don't forget and they don't forgive. Others will forgive and they will forget. You get what I'm saying? I will forgive, but I'll never forget. That is me. Some people will forgive, some will forgive and forget, some will not forgive and forget. I will forgive, but I'll never forget. No, it leaves a scar on my scalp or on my heart, so I never forget things. Keeps selling the English. uh, okay, easy man. Just keeps selling the English. Blue Blood said, hopefully we found out soon who will be in the UCL squad, and also if any work permit issues will be resolved for Enzo Fernandez. Also, another topic to talk about. Yes, work permit. Chelsea are trying to finalize and trying to get a work permit for Enzo Fernandez to be able to work and work with. And then there are also things that have been reviewed earlier on in regards to why it took some of the deals why it took so long to be able to get Enzo Fernandez over the door. And I'll see if I can find those details up and share with you guys here whilst I'm going through the comments. And also Patrick said easy manos few will leave in the summer, and players like Pulisic, Lukaku, Aubameyang, and Ziyech should leave. Also, there's going to be lots of players leaving this window. There's going to be lots of players leaving this transfer window. But let me see if I can find my thing information real quick, so then I can share with you guys in regards to why it took so long for Chelsea to get the Enzo Fernandez deal over the heads. Let me see what I can find in regards to Argentina. I have that information here. So let me get that real quick. I'm trying to find it whilst we're going through. This okay, this is what I have here. We share. So one of the obstacles Chelsea encountered late in the evening was that Fernandez agent from Argentina was not registered with UEFA. No, was not registered with FA, and had to arrange for £600 £600 fee to be swifted, paid, and finalized. Benfica remain unhappy with the outcome. Costa fears Fernandez has put a season which promises a first domestic title in few years and a long Champions League run out. Rick's club officially continue to grumble about the arrogance of Boehly and co approaches. They are not going very far, behaving like this, said one Benfica source. So the main reason, also one of the reasons why it took that long, Enzo Fernandez agent was not registered with the FA. This is some of the information that came out, and I decided to share it with you guys in regards to what some of the deal things that slow down the deal. So they have to send £600 to FA for Benfica agent, and Enzo Fernandez agent to be registered with the FA before they can also finalize the deal. So one of these reasons are those. So we're glad that it was being done. Number 5, I think Caverina Ismanos reports this. Number 5 will be the wise choice, as he will be allowed to wear that number all the time next season. Yes, so next season we can have one number, but this season we're probably going to have 2 numbers with Enzo's numbers on it. Blue Blood said Courtois should not return as he has a big nose, and that can be dangerous for goalkeepers. Oh my bro! Oh, blue blood, blue blood, blue blood. Calm down, blue blood. Calm down. That has to do with big nose. Is it a Pinocchio? I hope it's not a Pinocchio. That's just by the way from blue blood. That's funny though. That's funny. Izimano said Patrick never said foreigners wouldn't leave. Okay, I think this has to do with two conversation between the two. Watching you while I'm working at this moment. Thank you very much. I want to love you for spending time with us here. Don't know what you're talking about. Courtois demanded he was made number one, or he wouldn't retain nothing to do with his family. Well, you might have a different source. You might have a different source. My source was telling me some of his demanding why he wanted to move away. Why he wanted to move away, because I know Courtois wasn't in any difficulties. He was the number one with Chelsea Football Club, and he was doing very well. But all of a sudden, after preseason, he didn't want to return. So that's some of the reasons why I'm saying. But you might have different reasons in regards to why Courtois. And I understand, and I said I respect what you think of Thibaut Courtois. So it's all understandable, my brother. It's all understandable. Easy Mano said that's what I just read here. Mohammed Razak, big up to you, Mohammed Razak. It says, okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening to you too, my brother. I hope you're doing very well wherever you found yourself. If you're first time joining us here, do not hesitate. We got 14 of us watching the stream at this moment. Don't forget to like the video as we share the update of Chelsea, Chelsea Football Club news that are circulating the media, and also why Chelsea have to sell 3 players to be able to come up with 100 million euro, so they don't get involved with the FFP and all that stuff. So, like I said, Kale Maguire brought that up, and if you're just joining us, I can go ahead and read that again for you. If you're just joining us on the platform, and this is what I said from beginning. Excuse me. This is what I said earlier on, and okay, let me. It says finance expert believe. What do we have here? Okay. Okay, finance, like I said over here, finance expect my screen is just behave my bad. Come on. Okay. Let me get that back real quick. Let me see what I have here. I'll get that information back. Okay, I got it here. Our finance expert believe that Chelsea could be forced to sell academy star to comply with FFP. With Kieran Maguire estimated around 100 million from the likes of Conor Gallagher, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Callum Hudson-Odoi. So these players have to be sold to be able to comply with the FFP rules. So one of the reasons why we have to sell players, and there's going to be lots of players that will be sold in this summer, in the summer transfer window. Okay, this is Mohammed. Mohammed, like I said, good evening to you, and nice to have you here. Mason Greenwood case dropped. Yes, yes, there's another news from Mason Greenwood, which Steven knows much more of that news. I was also, we're having a chat behind the scenes in regards to Mason Greenwood, as is being, a lot of people are saying he's innocent. To me, and what I only say in regards to that, because it is a court case, you can't say much about it because it's still going on at this moment. And then when a case is pending, you don't say much in the media. And also, this platform is also a media work, so I don't have much of evidence and all that kind of stuff that goes towards the Mason Greenwood saga. So all I can say is whoever the accused person is, or whoever is the whoever's not the lady, what I would say is they have to get an expert. Forensic have to come in. If you don't have enough, look, you can say whatever you can say, but when you go to in law in the court where law are always in place, you have to have enough evidence to support your case. Even though you know you are right and what you're saying is true, you should have enough evidence. And then the most what I'm hearing now, the evidence, we've seen bruises, we've seen video, audio tape, but Mason Greenwood can also argue that the audio tape is being made by someone. That is not his voice. So that's what I'm saying, that they have to bring forensic, really, really forensic people into this issue, and also sit down and be able to analyze the tape and see if the tape is really legit, coming from two people having that conversation at that very time. So that's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna get into details and say things that I don't know, because it's still a court case. So that's where I'll rest Mason Greenwood's goodbye. If you have anything in regards to that, you can throw it down in the comment section below, and then we'll talk a little bit, but I won't go into details because it's still hanging in court. Mohammed said a Mason Greenwood case was being dropped. Yes, Mason Mount will turn this season around. Mason Mount. Mason Mount, yeah. I hope Mason Mount can turn the season around. I love Mason Mount with all my heart. I love him. And then, why wouldn't I? I wish he's my brother, because I would like to support him, just like I've supported any other player that I've seen playing for Chelsea Football Club. So thank you very much, Patrick. Sorry, I123 said I had to restart my phone to watch you as everything was malfunctioning. Yeah, thank you for always spending time. And then also having all that, going through that, but still trying to make sure you get to hear the news that I have for you. Thank you. Luftstock's chick, Ruby Luftstock's chick can and will leave, but don't turn this into a get rid of English. No, I'm not going in there. I mean, if you guys are having a conversation there, that's fine. But with me, I'm not going into the English and then the foreign thing at this moment. That's not I don't want to get into that. So yeah, Mr. Manos, yes, you guys can go up back and front with that in the comment section. That's okay. Just jumping in quickly to like the video and say, don't forget to like, comment, and then subscribe, and turn bell notification on. Thank you, Steven, for spending some time in the comment section. Chelsea won't make top 4. I don't know about that, but let's see. They'll push out with the lights of Enzo Fernandez, Mohamed Madrid, Badishir, and all these players that have come in, Maduoki, and all these players. I believe there is a lot of quality in the team that they can dwell. If Potter can get a tune out of these players, and I believe they can try very hard to push the top 4. There's no reason why they cannot push the top 4. There's always a good reason. They can fight very hard. The beginning of the season hasn't been that good for the club, but like I said, they can push on, fight very hard, and then get to top 4, even make it up to Europe. In my opinion, there's so many chances. There's lots of games to go, guys. Chelsea are out of all those domestic competition. So the only competition we have now to fight for and to be able to win it is the Champions League. And a lot of Chelsea fans will say we can win it, because when things don't go very well in the for Chelsea in the domestic league, they turn their face towards one competition that is left for them is the Champions League. That is when they play very, very well. So yes, there's always a chance. Kim So, come on. Let's support the Blues. Let's support them and make sure they qualify. They qualify. Nkunku, Nkunku cap get number 9 when Aubameyang leaves. Nkunku can get number 9 when Aubameyang leaves. Yes, Nkunku will be returning in the summer. Aubameyang obviously will leave the football club, and also in the summer. That will also be some jersey numbers will be left behind for players like Nkunku to take over, and also Enzo will get his number 5 back. If Felix, okay, I think I jumped some of the comments. Kennedy, big up to you, Kennedy. Kennedy said, I'm sure Pulisic will leave Chelsea in the summer. Who then deserve jersey number 10? For now, I don't think Pulisic will leave, but we don't know yet. We don't. In my opinion, I think if we're able to secure the deal for Joao Felix, why wouldn't you give the Justin number to Joao Felix? That's what I feel, and I think he deserves. He can. I mean, with the role, the way he plays, playmaker. Um, in that role, I think Joao Felix would deserve number 10. I don't know what you guys think, but let me know what you think of a player that I put out there to get the number 10 jersey. Joao Felix, in my opinion, blue blood. What do you make of that? Also, Patrick, what do you make of a Joao Felix wearing Kennedy? Let me know what you guys make of a Joao Felix taking the number 9 jersey. Let me know what you guys make of that. Also, I'm sure Pulisic will leave. Okay, that's from Blue Blood said if Felix stays, he could get number 10, just like I just said. Just like I said, so Blue Blood even agree with me. I think Felix can take the number 10 role. I want to said no panelists today. I don't think I have panelists today. I've sent the link out, but if they get it, they will join us here. See, I think I have. I'm not so sure if staff have got it or not, but I'll check real quick if staff have got the messages. My message being sent to him. I mean, if he hasn't get it, he could have messaged me. Staff know how to get hold of me. So yeah, I think I've sent a link to Stabby. So he's not live though, so probably that's why. Probably he's doing something very, very important. Like I said, family are very, very important, and then I will understand if he's very busy at this moment. Steven said work permit will be fine. He will get the auto pass due to a number of games he played for Argentina in last 12 months. So that's also there. Work permit will be fine. He's gonna get this work permit ready. They're working hard for him to bet, but he might not be in contention as it is now. He might not be in contention for the Fulham game. But the next previous games after the Fulham game, we might see Enzo Fernandez playing because he's fully fit. He was playing for Benfica before Chelsea went and got him, so he will be ready to face any other team after Benfica game. And also we have injury players returning, lots of injury players returning to the game against Fulham. So we should be happy on Friday. They will. I was trying to see if I can have the review today, but if not, I'll try and get it done early in the morning as soon as possible for the review. So if you see me live early in the morning, I'll try and see if I can send the notification out so we can get the review of the Fulham game done. So yeah, guys, watch out for tomorrow early in the morning for the review. Steven said a work permit. I've read that one. Thank you very much, Mr. Steven. In Kuku Cap, I think I read that one. Patrick said good shout. Good shout. Felix would fit the number 10. Absolutely. Just like I said, Kim So said FFP question. FFP, what do you mean FFP question? Like I said, Chelsea have to sell some players to make as a financial expert Kim McGrath said that Chelsea have to sell 3 players, academy players, to be able to make 100 million so we can comply with the FFP rules. So 3 players, and the players that I mentioned were Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Conor Gallagher is also one of them, and also I think Callum Hudson-Odoi, who's at Germany at this moment. So we got 16 of us watching the platform. If you're just joining us, do not hesitate to like the video and also subscribe. I have a poll over there. If you get in the poll, vote, and let me see how many people have voted. At this moment, we have 11 votes going on, 91%, and 9 of them said they will. Okay, so if you haven't already, just go down there, check the comment section below, bottom left corner. I think subscribe if you haven't, and also like the video if it's the first time watching us on this platform. We're giving you the latest Chelsea news and everything that's around the EPL. If we have the chance, we will get into it. I said financial experts said we have to sell 3 players. Kim So, if you're asking about the FFP, I said 3 players has to be sold to be able to comply to the rules of financial fair play, which those players will mount out to. We have to get almost about 100 million to be able to get that out of the way. So that's what I have for you, Kim So, in regards to FFP. You're not paying attention when he first returned from Atletico. Atletico, it had nothing to do with family. I'm not talking about why he left. What I'm not sure of what. I am just talking about why he left. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about why he left to Atletico Madrid. Why he did not return when everyone returned from preseason. Why he did not return, and then that's why Chelsea have to sell him to Madrid. So that's what I'm saying. That the reason why he left, it's not why he didn't want to come back from Atletico Madrid, in my opinion. If Chelsea doesn't want him, um, at the end of the day, I'm not the one to make that decision. It's just my opinion. If I were Todd Boehly, I would tell Boehly, I'll sit him down and know where his head is. If he wants to return to Chelsea, fair enough. I'll forgive him and I'll give him his jersey. As far as he performs, I'm fine with it. But then if you don't want him, easy manus, that is up to you. I understand your opinion and I have to respect that. Okay. And I understand if you have anything you want to share, fair enough. We can all get into it. First, attention when he first returned from Atletico Madrid. It has nothing to do with family. I'm only talking about why he left. Okay. Patrick said good business with homegrown players. Not sure CG Gallagher should leave though. Yes, I'm not so sure about Gallagher. There are other players. I mean, if you want to make that amount of money, Gallagher can give you. Conor Gallagher could give you a lot of money, though. But if you have all these academy players and you have so many players in that position, he wouldn't get much playing time. And to me, it is not good for his development. If we can loan him so he can get much playing time, or if we can loan him and then be able to get him back if we need him, that is fine. Or we can sell him and be able to get him back too, that's fine. One of these either way works. Whatever that Chelsea have to do to sell 3 academy players or 4 academy players to be able to come up with 100 million pounds, I think euros, 100 million euros would be okay to be able to comply with the financial fair play. I mean, FFP. So I think I've gone through Mr. Patrick's. So yeah, but I don't think Conor Gallagher should be sold. And so like you said, I mean, he's a talent. He's a talent. He needs time to learn. Experience comes with experience. You have to have 4 club trained and max for FA trained. For example, Nuni cannot be included as club only FA trained. Yes, that is well explained on the platform, Mr. Manos. That is well explained. Nuno cannot be included as you've just stated. It's more understandable. If I'm not sure everyone understands the B list and the A list in this platform, because we've said that we've said in the previous stream, Steven, I, and then Stavi, we've gone over and over in regards to the local grown players, the FF, and the A list and then the B list. We've done that many times on the platform. I hope everyone is doing very well. Okay, I'm not holding a conversation with nobody. It's fact directed at you, Mr. Nee. Oh, okay. I'll take your fact. I won't argue with you. I'll take your fact, as you said. I mean, let us know the reason. If you have the reason down there, just drop everything so we can read it out. So I can also put that in my knowledge, keep that in my brain, because all I know much about why he left was because of family, Mr. Manos. So if you have that fact over there, drop it. I'll read it so I can keep that in my head at all time, and I'll try not to forget it, Mr. Manos. Blue Blood said, think Phantom is now busy with all of his wives to be to be active on here right now. Phantom of many topics. Blue Blood is waiting for you. Come on with your comments. Andrew Ayew signed with Nottingham Forest. We did talk about that one. Andrew Ayew, how coming? He's a free agent. Andrew Ayew signed with Nottingham Forest. That has to be about 40 of signing and since this summer. So this is why I always get angry. I get upset with British media. Just this morning, I had a lot of a negative comment in regards to Todd Boehly and his people buying Spain. They said this. What was the word? They use so many adjectives adjective and so many words in regards to the spending of Todd Boehly. How many players have Todd Boehly brought in? Not anywhere compared to what Nottingham Forest have brought in. But yet, the media are tagging it. They're making it sound like Todd Boehly doesn't know what he's doing. He's overspending unnecessarily. He's bringing in too many players to the football club. That makes it very difficult for Graham Potter to work with his players. Well, this don't make sense. Evangelist Maranaki have brought in 40 players, and no one is talking about it because it has to do with Chelsea. And Chelsea are spending wisely and spending and trying to get to the top again. So at this moment, the media are drawing the attention and making it sound very negative. That is, I don't want to use certain words on this platform because I respect the platform. I respect myself. But this is utter madness. This is madness. Chelsea have plans. They have plans to get rid of certain players in the summer, or they have plans to get rid of some players in the January transfer window. For him to be able to get Chelsea where they have to be, he has to, by bringing those players, to able to gel and play very well, because Graham Potter knows some of the players that he has at this moment are not working to perfection. So he's talked to Todd Boehly. Okay, we can get me these players, get me those players. I can give you these players to get rid of in the summer. So there's clear idea of what Chelsea is doing at this moment. The people are not stupid. Todd Boehly is not stupid. He's not just throwing money away. They know what they're doing. They really know what they're doing. That's why they brought in technical people. I'm even going to share with you the new, technical people that they just put on a platform. I mean, they just added to the Chelsea football team. I made a short video on it, and those names are there. I'll bring them out. I think I have them on the platform. I'll share those news with you later on if I found it. You get what I'm saying? 40 players compared to 10 players. 40 players compared to 10 players from Chelsea, and 40 from Nottingham Forest. No one is saying nothing about it. But the Chelsea 10 players is what the media are trying to make it sound, because they are afraid. Most of these media people you see, especially some of them are top sports. And I love Simon Johnson. I love Simon Johnson. Simon Johnson really, really love what Todd Boehly is doing. He loves it. He likes it. He likes the way the model in which he's bringing in young players, expensive, but then they'll get more expensive in the future. That's the idea. If you have the football IQ, you should understand this. They should understand this. So, Todd Boehly is not just buying players unnecessarily. 40 players compared to, I'll say, 10 or 11. Which one demands or even draws more attention? 40 players compared to 10 or 11 players or 10 players. That's so negative of some English media. And most of them that you see some of them are Liverpool fans, they're rival fans, and they are not happy Chelsea are making all this signing, because they're going to end up seeing Chelsea back again next season. Because anytime there's a new regime, new takeover, they want to impress, because Roman Abramovich have left a very huge gap, legacy, that anyone that takes over Chelsea have to make sure they follow the same route, because Chelsea fans will be angry trying to get him out, because Roman Abramovich have set the bar very high. So Todd Boehly and his consortium have to follow and set the bar high. But they are trying to do things differently by trying to keep one coach and work with the players to get more success. The only difference, in the past 10 years, Chelsea have been the most successful club in England. Right now, Manchester City have done it consistently, winning trophies consistently, the Premier League every year. Now is the time for Chelsea to repeat the same thing. We have to do it. We've done it in the early days of Jose Mourinho. We haven't done it in these days because we change managers too many times. We change managers, and you have to go another year again without it, and then trying to fight it back the following year, which is not good. consistent. It's not good. We have to be winning consistent every year. We have to win the Premier League. We have to win. You can't win it all the time, but then you have to keep that consistency going. Even if you don't win the Premier League this year, at least the local trophies or Champions League, you should be able to win one of those. And that is what Todd Boehly is trying to do. So thank you very much, Stephen, for that information. Andrew Ayew is a free agent, and he was in the Arab country, and at this moment he was with Swansea. I think he went Swansea, then he went to the Championship. I think Derby County. I'm not so sure if he played with Derby County, but Andrew Ayew is a very, very good player. But at this moment, Andrew Ayew, I don't know what Andrew Ayew can do in the Premier League because his legs are gone. I see Andrew Ayew. I saw him play for the Ghanaian national team, and him and his brother Jordan Ayew. They have a very, very good family. They're coming from a very, very footballing family. The whole entire family are talented footballing people. It's not the one that they have to try. They are naturally born with football. You know, like you said, we have naturally gifted players and one that they learn. But Andrew Ayew is naturally a gifted player. He's naturally just like his dad. His dad won BBC African Footballer of the Year 3 times. He won the African Player of the Year numerous times. He captained the Ghana national team. So is Andrew Ayew. Andrew Ayew was a first captain, first African to win the Under-20 World Cup in Egypt. I think in 2010. With the Black Meteors. So Andrew Ayew is a very, very good player, but at this moment his legs are gone, and I don't know how much more football he can play for Nottingham Forest. But he's a good player, very brilliant, very good in the air, and also set pieces, very, very good. You can get that from Andrew Ayew. So he's a good player, and then I also recommend that I watch him more and see what he can deliver, because he's trying to see if he can find himself in the Ghanaian national team. That's just by the way, Stephen. Stephen said, yeah, you sent it, but I can't join the stream today. That's why I'm in the chat instead, because requires less concentration. Yes, that is understandable. It's Mr. Manos, next season number can be redone. Okay, the numbers can be redone next season. Big up to you, Mr. Easy Manos. Like you so much. Buju. I don't know if you're a real Buju Bantin. If you're Buju Bantin, you're talking to me. I'm blessed to talk to the legendary dancehall artist Buju Bantin. Where Guan. He says chicken nugget or fries. Love that. Chicken nuggets or fries. I'll take both. But if the chicken nugget has too much breading, not me. I want a little bit of just the breading, not too much of it, because sometimes you get chicken nuggets that's full of breading around it. I like my fries. I don't like fried fries. I like a crispy baked fries. I don't want it fried, so I always like it baked. It's the best way to have your fries with your chicken nuggets, or maybe roasted or grilled chicken. I love that. Don't make me angry already. Don't make me stop at this moment. Patrick said Cover is injured, so unfortunately won't appear in the game tomorrow. Kovacic, so we have to find a replacement. Who is going to be the replacement for Cover? Big up to you, CFC OG. Big up to you, brother. Yes, my brother. We will sell in a lot of them in this summer. Mark my words. Yes. A lot of these players have to go in this summer. And then the lists are there. See if I can get you some of the lists at this moment. Let me see if I can get you some of the lists. I have it on my on our chat over here. Some of the players which they've been named. Come on. I'm going too far. I'll find out whilst we're still talking. I'll find these names. Okay, this is the names that I have here. It's been listed by Simon Phillip. And if you guys can hear me out real quick, Hakim Ziyech, Christian Pulisic, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Conor Gallagher, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Koulibaly, Kalidou Koulibaly, and also Edouard Mendy. Had a group of players who could be sold this summer. So multitude of players will be going on. So why people? I'm not saying Why are the media not thinking this way? And we ordinary people, I wouldn't even say ordinary people. I'm even better than some of these media people out there because they're not really thinking ahead of future. They're not thinking ahead. You in the chat thinking better than what they are thinking over there. So I think those at this platform, they have to replace us over here, me and you and I, into those platforms so we can talk sense because it don't make sense. If they know what is going on, Chelsea have parade this number of players. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Almost about 12 players that will be going out. So what is the beef? What is the issue of the number of players that they brought in? That's what I'm saying. Boehly have the clear idea of what they want to do in the future. So that makes a little sense of the number of players that they've brought in. Patrick said, Patrick said, Chelsea OG, complete squad rebuild. Absolutely. Just like others would say, Chelsea, Arsenal took 4 years to rebuild, and Chelsea took only, how many? Only a season or not a season. Yeah, I think a season, few months to rebuild. That's crazy. It's only when you have the money. Money talks. Money talks. Potter ball is pending. Potter ball. That's what I'm waiting to see. Potter ball. Potter ball. COG say, yeah, we're gonna do bits in next season too. Want to see if Potter can become the first. I think it's a GB Great Britain. I think GB, right? That's Great Britain. I'm sure. That's what OG means. Patrick said Potter ball is pending. I think I just wrote that one. I just read that one. Leo, fact, they look at us. Haters. It is true. It is too much hate. Too much hate. And if you look at the people in that section, majority of them are Liverpool rival fans. Majority of them, Liverpool fans. Gallagher. Gallagher is one of them. Gallagher or Gallagher. I think Carragher. Yeah. Jimmy Carragher, one of them. Jimmy Carragher, who spits on people's faces. He has a voice to even talk. He spits on people's faces. He spats on people's faces. He even have the voice to even talk about Chelsea Football Club. I was even told the other day, I think staff told me the other day that back in the 70s, I think either Arsenal or Liverpool, one of them were having some money from somewhere, which were able to buy all the big name players in Britain at that time or around UK at that time, and that was why they've been around for a long time. And teams like Arsenal and teams like Liverpool. So things are never going to be the same. 10 over 10. Things cannot be the same all the time. Nothing is made permanent. And see, if you don't know me, besides I'm a motivational speaker, I motivate people and tell people, look, the situation today will not be the same situation tomorrow. If today is a bad day, it's not going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the same. So hang on to hope, and I always say, Leo Desperados. I give hope, and I trust in my instincts. I trust, even though I haven't seen tomorrow, I know there's a better day tomorrow. So if Liverpool and Arsenal were enjoying those days in the 1970s, this is millennial. 2000s, things came. Roman Abramovich came in with a different aspect, with different oil money. That's when football dynamic started changing. Things started changing to have what we have now. So those that were enjoying those glory days in the 70s, 60s, 50s, 80s, now it's different people. Football have changed. Americans are getting involved now because they understand how to invest into football. So yeah, a word to all those Liverpool fans and Arsenal fans who are getting angry of Chelsea and trying to make what we're doing so negative. But there ain't no negative. There's still no negative about this. FFP or FFG, FA, whatever the name is, came in and they were spending some money. That's how they want to spend their money. Todd Boehly wants to spend his money in a different way. So let's understand it. Steven said at Chelsea, OG, it's always the same Chelsea, the scapegoat. It's exactly Chelsea started spending different way. Then all of a sudden, UEFA have to go in and change the rules because they don't even understand their own rules that they put in there. Why do you have to change the rules? The rules has been there for quite a long time, but people were not exploring, we're not using the rules wisely. Chelsea decided they want to use it wisely. Then all of a sudden, UEFA have to change the rules. I'm very happy it doesn't affect Chelsea this January transfer, but it only get in effect only in the summer. We've already done what we can do, explore those rules. We didn't do nothing wrong. We did exactly what we're supposed to do. And I say we because I'm a Chelsea fan. Is Emmanuel saying Pulisic, Ziyech, Kovacic, Aubameyang, Koulibaly, Mendy, and possibly Sterling can be sold, and reportedly are possible easily raising 200 million plus, and yes, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, absolutely similar to what K.O. Maguire just said in regards to his tweets. So yes, Chelsea. There's a lot of players that Chelsea have to get out of this football team. That's the reason why they brought this number of teams. So yes, sir. If you're just watching us, wherever you're watching us from, if you're first time watching us on this platform, do us a favor or do me a favor, like the video, and also there's a poll going on there. Vote. Let me know how many people are tuning into the platform today. It helps the algorithm, and also it helps channel grow. If you're just watching us today, do not forget to share the video on another platform that you found yourself. Do that for your brother over here. If you like seeing me coming here and then having a good discussion with you, very healthy discussion with you, why wouldn't you do that for me? It's very, very important. We'll be streaming for 60 minutes now, and we're still going until we're done. The comments are making me, I haven't even got through the transfer dealings yet. But yeah, let me finish some of these comments, and then I can start going into what I have here in the transfer. I'm not so sure what's going on with Stav, but I hope Stav is doing very, very well today because I haven't heard much from him, but I'll still try and see if I can get hold of Stavy. I'm a bit worried today because I see Stav every day. I talk to him every day, and today I haven't heard from him, so I should be worried. As a big brother, I should be worried. I'm much concerned. Pulisic, I've read that one. This is coming from Phantom of Mini Topic. I think Blue Blood, Phantom of Many Topics is back. It says Nottingham Forest is not a Big Six club. Yeah, but if it's not a Big Six club, it doesn't mean that the media cannot draw the attention on him. No, it doesn't make sense. The media have to say something. Malagusta and Reece James all fit and on form. Who to start? Are you talking about now? Because at this moment, we don't have Malagusta in the football team. We don't have Malagusta here. Malagusta returned to Olympique Lyon, and he will join the team in the summer. So at this moment, we only have Reece James and Azpilicueta at the right back position. So Reece James will be the guy, and then Aspi to help out. So in the summer, we'll see Malagusta. But on every day, it's going to be Reece James, and Malagusta will come in and help. So thank you very much, my brother who just said Kennedy. Big up to you, Kennedy. Reece James, not sure why there is a debate defensively. Gusta needs to improve. Yeah, Gusta needs to improve, which a lot of people will understand that Gusta needs to improve defensively. It's very, very important. Reece James. Thank you very much. That is coming from Easy Manos. He talked about Reece James. Not sure why. And also Patrick said Reece James indubitably, he's the best right back in the world, but he's the definition of injury prone. Let's not use that word. Let's not use that word on Reece James. Injury prone is not a good word we can use on the guy, the proven player, arguably the best right back because of his versatility, because of the strength, the power that he uses. Let's support him. Let's not use that word. It's not a good word for him at all to use. Patrick, it's not a good word. Let's not use the word injury prone. Let's try and help him. Pray for him if you can, so he can be strong at all time. But then that's why we're having another players in to be able to come and help. We need Reece James for those big games like Champions League games and top six games in the Premier League. So Reece James, we need him. Thank you very much, Patrick. Tony 254 said, "What's your best 11 if all players are fit?" Oh my goodness! Right now, to be honest with you, I haven't even looked at. I haven't even really put all those players together, trying to figure out who wants to play here, who wants to play here. But I'll think of that, Tony. I'll think of that. I'll think of that, and then I'll sit down carefully because I don't want to put players on the wrong position if I have to, because I'm not really ready for the starting 11 for Chelsea. I haven't really sit down and say, okay, if everyone is fit, my best 11, because we still have some good players. Some are a little bit inexperienced in the Premier League. You could say the Modric is inexperienced in the Premier League. Sterling has so much experience, but it's not playing well. So who should we go for? Should we go for the guy that is playing very well, or should we go for the one that has more experience? And should we go for the one that has inexperience? So there's a lot of things that you have to put in place before coming up with a very, very good starting 11. Let me know if I make sense to you, Tony. But then we'll come out tomorrow and see what we can come up with our starting 11 for the preview of the game tomorrow. So that is from Izimano Stella. Reece is 23, only been injured last 2 seasons. Not sure why he is an injury pro. Yes, like I said, it hasn't been some of these injury when they keep coming, but that doesn't mean he's been injured for quite a long time. We have Reece for quite a long time until he had those injury. So yeah, I agree with what Easy Mano said. Patrick said that Easy Mano, some reasons, he's the best. The kid is a tank. I always call him the tank. I remember when I have a short interview with Reece James, and you know what I said that drew his attention. This is what I said. I said a man who is built like a tank. So I said that as soon as I said that, he got close to me, and I had a very few interview with him in the North Carolina in regards to our game that we lost to North Carolina FC, and he was like, you know what? We played against a good opposition team, and they're already in the middle of their season, whereas we are on their preseason. So yeah, it is true that they already have a fit squad. So Reece was like, we are very unfortunate today. We can go again tomorrow. And then he gave me an autograph, and I was very happy. I met Reece. I'm very happy I met him and then talked to him. So yeah, he's a very, very humble guy, very, very respectful person. He respects people. When you call him, he'll come close to you. Yeah, he's a very nice person. If you want to know, are you sure you met Reece? Oh yes, I did. If you don't follow me on Twitter, go on Twitter. That interview is even right there. A short, very, very short one with me and Reece. So yeah, he's a very, very nice person. You can sometimes, if you don't know people, you can judge them wrongly until you get to know them. Yeah, he's built just like Patrick said. Dude, he's built like a tank. When you see him, his biceps, and when you see his muscles, yeah, that reminds me of Wayne Rooney and then Anthony Yeboah, the guy who played for Leeds United. He scored an unforgettable volley against Liverpool when he was playing for Leeds back in the 1990s. Yes, I remember I saw that goal, and I can never wipe that goal off. Just non-drop volley he's the crossbar. Boom, 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 just like that. So very, very good player, and he's well built. He trained very hard, very demanding on the joint and then alignment, sprinting up and down the pitch, even more considering his size. Yes, he's a big guy. Yes, Reece is a big guy. I saw him, and if you go on my Twitter page, you can see me standing by Reece, and he's taller than me. I think I am either 5'7", 5'8", and Reece is taller than me. So it's around. Reece is quite a big guy and quite tall. So we should look into that way. So yes, we're gonna go on. I think I've read almost all the comments. I've done very, very well. I make sure I've tackled all the comments, and we got 16 of us watching this show, and I'm sure you guys have enjoyed the show so far. If you haven't enjoyed the show, give me a thumb up or give me a thumb down or up. If you haven't enjoyed it, give me a thumb. If you have enjoyed it, give me a thumb down. If you haven't enjoyed it, give me a thumb up and let me know what I did wrong so I can fix it, because I wouldn't know what is behind me. It's you that stand behind me and can tell me what I'm doing wrong. Oh, there you go. There you go. I've triggered my brother to come over. Stubby, I hope you're doing very well. I was a bit worried that I haven't heard from you. I hope you're doing well.
Why are you worried?
Because I haven't heard from you. I hear from you every day, let's say about an hour or 40 minutes before the stream starts. And I haven't heard from you. I was wondering,
I've been,
you
I've been
doing
listening.
okay?
I've been listening to you anyway.
Oh, yeah, but I was a bit worried. Very true. Something happened with Hazard. Same thing. Yeah. And what I think happened to Hazard is used to that fast pace and the running around in the Premier League, but then the slow pace of the some experts said it. Some physio also came up with that analysis, and I kind of abide with him because I agree. The Spanish league is very very slow, and it slows Hazard mobility. Him running around, it slows him down, and that could be the one of the reasons why he can't stay fit at all time. Hazard is done in a way. Hazard is done. So at the back line, the Chelsea management should start thinking after Thiago Silva, because after him we don't have that leadership that he has. That is why we have a natural center back position, which is Badishia. He's I don't know how he's got into the Premier League so fast, and it looks like he's been playing the Premier League for a long time already. He has a shaky start, but after that, he's got everything going. So Badishia could be one of the guys with that leadership, and he's still learning. He's still learning from Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva will have one more year with Chelsea football team, and then I'm sure all those defenders, which is we also don't worry. We have I know you guys are not that okay with Fofana. Fofana from Leicester City. He's the guy that you can say he's injury pro. He's the guy that you can say he's injury pro because he has numerous injuries in his career. How many times has he played for Chelsea? He's already been on the medical bench for how long? And we bought him with huge money. So he's the one that you can say he's injury pro, but I don't like to use those words. He's having difficulty. He's not well, but let's hope that he gets better. That's what KK was brought in for, but it hasn't worked to plan. Which I think you're talking about KK, which is Koulibaly. Kalidou Koulibaly. Yeah, Kalidou Koulibaly. Let's hope that he can get his feet up again. Badishia has been very impressive. Absolutely. I believe Badishia will be one of the guys to take that leadership role in the center, in the back four position. Fofana, who from Kimso, I thought you're not there, but you're there. He was listening. As soon as I brought Fofana name up, he said, Fofana who? Fofana, question. Yes, Fofana's injury, he's not a guy that we can say he can be that leader. He can take that mountain to be the leader in the back four position, because most of the time, Wesley Fofana, most of the time, is injured. So he's not there to help the team. Maybe Badishia, yes, just like as Kennedy, Badishia will do. Stavi, what do you have for us in regards to what we've talked about? I've been speaking for the past to what I'd say 1 hour 12 minutes already. So what do you want to say in regards, if you were listening, what do you want to say in regards to what I've said earlier on?
The leadership thing,
yeah.
Right? This is why it's important to keep the homegrowns, because they're the ones who are going to become the leaders, right?
Yeah.
Mount, Gallagher, Reece James, right? Ruben Loftus-Cheek will have to go for the sake of his own career.
Okay.
Right. I want to address the comment earlier on with regards to this this financial expert who says we have to sell homegrowns to make money. Why? We don't have to sell homegrowns to make the money. Right?
No. Are you okay? You're. I mean, this has to do with the comments, not from what I said, right?
No, this is to do with that guy who's supposed to be a financial expert, and he said that we'd have to
No,
sell.
no. Hold on. He did not say the homegrown. He did not say homegrown.
What did he say then?
What I read, what I said was someone said homegrown in the comment somewhere.
Kevin something or other.
Yeah, he said homegrown, but I did not. The financial expert did not say homegrown. He said academy players. He said academy players.
Let me put it this way then.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. If you want, you can have up to 25, right, academy players.
Okay.
Right. You can only have 4, right, homegrown FA trained players. Okay. Right.
Okay.
I've already told you earlier who them 4 were. Right, Bettinelli, right, who we probably will get rid of. Right, we won't renew his contract. Sterling, Chilwell, and that's going to be another lead, Chilwell, right?
Okay.
And Chukwuemeka, they're the 4. Okay, right. So don't you be disappearing and leave me on my own, right? So stop disappearing, right? So consequently, let me get my chain of thought back.
I'm here. I'm not going anywhere.
Right, we can get rid of Bettinelli. Okay. But we either have to bring an English goalkeeper in, and if we bring a foreign goalkeeper in, right, he has to be classified amongst the 17 foreign players. Okay, unless it's Slanina, and we can register him as in the B. Right, but you still have to have 2 goalkeepers for the Champions League. Although there's a possibility we won't be in it next year.
Okay.
Right. So it makes more sense, right, to get rid of Sterling if he doesn't start performing. Okay. And he's going to attract the bigger fee. Right, because he's proven, isn't he? Allegedly proven. Yeah. And then that means it frees up a space for homegrown FA trained. Right.
Okay.
The Noni situation is difficult to work out because we don't know if his time at Tottenham is considered to be FA trained, but I'm assuming it is. So you have to get rid of one of them 4 to bring Noni in next season, right, as a homegrown FA trained. Right, if you get rid of any of the homegrown, right, and currently we have 5, right, academy players, homegrown, club trained, right, who I named last night. You can get rid of Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and it won't matter, right? But we have to have 4 club trained, homegrown players, right? That's the minimum we're allowed to have because we can only have a maximum of 4 FA trained, right? And if people don't understand that, then just put a question and I'll try and answer it. Right? You have to have 8 homegrown. You can only have a maximum of 4 FA trained, which means other clubs. Right? Like Chukwuemeka came from Leicester. Was it Leicester, Aston Villa? I can't remember now. Right. Leicester, I think, wasn't it? So Chukwuemeka.
I had to go get water. I'm having dry throat.
Chukwuemeka, right, is one of the FA trained. That's an example. Chilwell Leicester, Chukwuemeka Villa, and Sterling. I think it was Liverpool, and so forth. Bettinelli, Middlesbrough, or whoever he was at, whether a youth player. So that's your 4 FA trained. To bring Noni in, we have to get rid of one of them. Okay. Now, if you bring a foreign goalkeeper in, right, you then have to get rid of a foreign player, which is probably why they were looking at Pickford, right, at one point. So it makes more sense than that to sell Sterling if he doesn't improve. And
So
he doesn't
Patrick said, so you allowed only 4 players from other academy.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So, Patrick, you got your answer.
It's a maximum of 4. Basic, okay,
Okay.
basically called FA trained, and
Okay.
then you can have any number.
Summarize. Wrap it up. Stop.
Yeah, so you can have any number of club ones. So it makes more sense. Right, we're going to get rid of Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I'm pretty sure that's a given. Right, Conor Gallagher, I'm not so sure. Right, because you have to have somebody from the B list, right, who turns over 21 to then fill that spot. Right, so, and I'm not sure anybody on the B list will be 21 at that point. The other option is you bring Ampadu back and you slot him into and you slot him in, okay? Because he's Chelsea trained. So to me, it makes sense that we either buy an English keeper to replace Bettinelli, right? And he goes into the club trained like Bettinelli is already. But then you've got to sell one of those 4 club trained, FA trained, to bring in Noni, right?
Okay,
we're not going to sell Chukwuemeka, having just bought him. We're not going to sell Chilwell because he's too good. So the obvious choice would then be Sterling, unless he starts performing. If he's not performing, then it makes sense to sell him. Okay.
Okay.
Next point.
All right. Thank you very much, Stavi. Let's make it a little bit slumpy with the topics so we can move on. This is coming from Patrick says, so you're already okay. I think I read that one. Patrick said Conor wants to stay. Yeah, Conor Gallagher wants to stay at Chelsea, but if his impact is not if it's not impacting the team, why would he? I prefer if they can loan him and bring him back if they need him, so he can get much more playing time. Welcome, staff. This is coming from I want to love you. Welcome, staff. I hope you are well. Yes, staff is doing well, but I miss him. Kim so said Kovacic injured again. Yes, I had that earlier on. Who would you want to see in the midfield tomorrow, considering Kova is injured? Oh, we have Joao Felix there. You have Joao Felix.
Is that you? Is that directed at you or me?
For us, I think it's directed to me. But yeah, since you and I are here, we can both give
Joao
an answer.
Felix. Felix is gonna play in the front 3.
Yeah.
Right? It'll be Joao Felix, Mudryk, and possibly Gallagher or Mason Mount or someone like that. Possibly.
Yeah. Enzo will not play. I don't know. I'm not so sure if he's gonna play. It will be too early for him. Too early for Enzo.
It's not. Why is it too early?
For what I heard is they're working on his work permit and stuff like that. That will be taken care of by something else, which it could hinder his opportunities of playing for and against the Fulham. But besides that, I don't know how fast they can get things going. I'm not talking about his fitness. No, that's out of the way. I'm talking about in regards to paperwork and stuff like that. So so that is coming from Kim. So after all this, we still need to sell because of FFP. Yes, it is true, brother. We still need to sell. Who is Wesley Fofana? Don't know him. I know what King So means. King So is being funny over here. Sir Felix is banned. Yeah, Felix is not playing. Yeah, we forgot. Felix is not playing tomorrow.
Felix is not playing. Yeah, I forgot that.
Right? Yeah, me too. I forgot. Yeah, Patrick, thank you very much.
Can I make a point?
Yes, Tavi, make it real quick. Make it real quick. Because I have another question for you.
We have to sell because we've got 35 first team players. Right, so we have to sell some of them. Okay, it was 34 before we got Fernandez. So we have to sell because of that. Yeah, right. We're going to have to sell for FFP and to move people off the list, and because there's a potential of anywhere between 2 and 4 more players coming in the summer, if you believe the reports in the press.
It is, I believe it. There's still going to be more players coming in the summer.
Right.
At least Chelsea will be spending 200 more euros or 200 pounds, one of them, to bring new players in the summer. So trust me,
Right.
it will
Well,
happen.
I noticed S.A. Manos put a list down in the
Okay.
conversation, right, in the chat.
Yeah.
And he
Big
said,
up to you. Big up to you. Felix is banned. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Patrick, for raising that awareness. We forgot he was even banned from that game. Last 7 game. Big up to you. Courtney. Courtney says Job Felix can't play tomorrow. Yes. Thank you for listening. It means that we still have a lot of people listening. Courtney, if you're just joining us, don't forget to like the video or even
I blame
subscribe to
you.
the platform if you're
I
new,
blame
because
you.
yeah, you sound very
Me,
new.
I blame. Me, I
Huh?
blame you.
For
I
what?
blame you.
For what? Because I said Felix.
Yeah, because I said Felix, because you did.
All right, I'm
Right?
coming.
So I blame you. Okay.
Okay.
So
My bad.
Mudrick, right?
Stop. We said that. We said that already.
Yeah, wait, Mudrick,
Okay.
right? Havertz, who now knows he has to get his ass into gear, his backside into gear, and possibly Ziyech will be the front three.
Don't you think they could bring what's his name?
None.
This young back, the young boy that has been playing the left back position. What's his name? Hey, what's his name? Something Hay or whatever his name is. Hall, yeah. Louis.
Yeah, but he'll play in the
Louis.
midfield, won't he?
Yeah, he can play in the midfield too. And
Yeah,
we
he'll
have
play in the
Mason Mount there.
midfield.
We still have Gallagher. We have Mason Mount. We have Gallagher. So we have players in the midfield. We
Well,
shouldn't worry.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if Enzo starts. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, let's
Enzo with
tomorrow.
Gallagher
Stop.
and Mount.
Tomorrow we'll do the preview. We'll
Oh,
get
we
into
got the
details.
preview. Don't forget the game starts at
In the
what time's the
evening.
game start?
Probably in the
Yeah.
evening. So we'll do it early in the morning. Early in the morning before the game starts.
Well,
Usually
you
I
want me to
like.
come on in the morning as well?
Yeah.
Gee.
No, we're not streaming in the evening. We're not streaming in the afternoon. We'll probably do one show for the preview. Because the earlier you do the preview, you send it out there, then it gives time for people to watch those videos. If you do it too late, you wouldn't be able to meet a lot of people. That's how YouTube works. Silver and Badishir in defense tomorrow, and cauliflower Baji on the bench.
I've never tried a cauliflower bhaji.
Cauliflower Baji. This is coming from Blue Plat. It says Patrick said that can Enzo play tomorrow? We're not so sure, but we hope there's a highly possibility he can. Does he need a permit? Permit also here. He need a work permit. Absolutely, he need a work permit. Luis Hall. Yeah, Luis Hall was the guy I was talking about. Luis Hall. Thank you very much, Patrick. I appreciate helping me out here. When I forget certain things, you help me get it going. Stavi, before we move on to the transfer dealings that we have here, can we talk a little bit? Probably I'll give you 1 minute. Can we talk a little bit in regards to big up to analyst 312. Connor will start in midfield. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Connor Gallagher or maybe either Gallagher or Mount. One of them would be in the midfield if they have to help out, because we have Kovacic injured. So thank you very much, analyst here. If it's the first time joining us, do not forget to subscribe and also like the video so you won't miss anything from our platform. Ring the bell. In regards to what we have here, before we move on, I'll give you a minute to talk to the viewers about it whilst I move a second. I'm not going anywhere. What do you make of the return if Thibaut Courtois have to return to Chelsea? What's your opinion on regards to that?
Me?
No.
Me?
Huh?
You're asking me what I think?
Yeah, what you think?
I don't want him.
Okay.
Right, I saw what you said. Well, I heard what you said.
Well, you can have a discussion with some. I've had a discussion with Easy Manos, and he doesn't want either. And I also have my opinion on what in regards to Thibaut Courtois. But yeah,
I don't want him.
Let's have a little conversation. I'll be right back. Go ahead, Savi. Oh, Stavi just dropped off at this moment, so it means that I have to sit there and wait for Stavi to come. I can't move at this moment. Sorry, guys. I was just someone inside the door in my house ringing the bell. I was trying to attend to the person real quick. All right, Stavi, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Was it intentionally or was it StreamYard that kicked you out?
No, I pressed the wrong thing.
Yeah, my brother Patrick. Patrick said, sound rough, mate. Hope you're well, Giza. Yes, Stavi is not that healthy. He's getting better, so he has a little cough and stuff like that when he talks quite a bit. So yes, he's getting better. He'll be all right. He'll be all right.
It's
I
because I'm
apologize.
asthmatic.
Yeah,
It's
he's
because I'm
asthmatic.
asthmatic.
He's asthmatic. So anytime he talks ongoing and he has this little problem. So I apologize to everyone that is listening if that cough comes in. And let's bear in mind that my guest is asthmatic. And then so please don't take anything personal, please. I apologize. Okay, Stavi, if you're done with the Thibaut Courtois issue, let's move on to
Yeah, I didn't even say
uh
anything.
yes, so let's move on to a total of 323.3 million spent by Chelsea in January. What do you think Chelsea, the number of players that Chelsea brought in this January transfer, do you think that they can still make top four? I'll leave that question to you real quick and I'll be right back.
Come on. I think I made myself pretty clear last night, right? The original, we all know what the original plan was, okay? That was to rebuild the squad, bring in a lot of young players to get a long-term plan in place. Just 1 second so I can switch on the chat so I can see your comments. Right. The plan was to rebuild and restructure. Right. It was always Boehly's plan to buy a lot of players, get a lot of youth in, younger lads, talented ones. I'm pretty sure that all the players we've signed have been scouted for a while, and they're not just like decided like the day or the week before we sign them. I'm pretty sure they've been scouted. Some of them will be known to the recruitment team. So it's always been the plan, right? And for me, finishing top four isn't going to cost Potter his job, right? He's always going to be given time, and I think the fans need to realise that it's never been the issue. They were quite clear that top four is not an issue, right? Or winning the trophy this season. Maybe after he's had a summer, a pre-season, he gets some more players that he wants, and then everybody gets integrated and all that. We could have waited for some of these players till the summer, but getting them in now means they get to work with him. He gets to see what they've got to offer and things like that. Yeah, and then like as Patrick says, top four all depends on how quickly the players gel into the squad. The talent for top four is definitely there. Yeah, talent's there, but like Patrick says, it has to have everybody gelling in. And the fact we can't use all the players this season, some of them are going to end up playing in under 23s Premier League 2 team. So people, I said it last night and I keep repeating it. Anything we achieve this season is a bonus. Like, it's not a demand. It's not. Boehly's not demanding anything. Right? What he's demanding is he takes these players and he molds them into a team, right? And he gets them in to gel in as a team, and they all start playing together. Right? We're going to have to weed out some of them because we have to get the squad down. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think that the summer transfer window was not a success. Right? Chukwuemeka, yes. Casadei, yes. And a couple of the other young guys. But the experienced ones, starting from Koulibaly, Aubameyang and Sterling, I don't think they've been raging successes. I think Sterling, what I liked about Sterling was when he come back last week, he's not happy with his form. he's admitted it's not been good enough, so he knows it. But it's not enough for him to admit it and know it. He now has to put it right, and it's up to him. And there's competition there. Right? He's going to find it hard to get back in. Right? So it's not something that we should expect. Right? It's something that could happen. Top four, I don't think so, because Man United look good at some games and they look poor in others. But the thing is, they're still managing to win games and stuff like that. And Ten Hag knows what he's doing. Right? They've actually got a good coach there. And the fact that idiots like Pogba and the likes of them have gone now make Man United more difficult. We still have to play everybody, so we can take points. We have to take points off them as well.
Right.
Right. Well, it depends. It just depends. Right. And Patrick says summer felt very rushed. It was for me, Patrick, I agree. I think the thing was that they tried to keep Tuchel happy, and he wanted established players, right? And he wasn't willing to work with the young guys. There's a lot of stories out there now. Stories are starting to come out about why they decided he had to go, and he didn't want to know. He didn't want to know anything about Chukwuemeka or any of those players. He only wanted to know about the established ones. So, but we have to now be patient. Right? It's going to come. Right? But we have to be patient. We have to give the players a chance to settle in. All these cards we've signed come into a new country. Right? And we just got to be patient. We can't be demanding this and that. Right?
Okay.
So, analysts 3, 1, 2, top four will be a little bit difficult with Potter's tactics. Okay. Tell me why you say that.
There is I'm here to share this breaking news with everyone who's watching at this moment. At this moment, Chelsea, breaking news: Enzo Fernandez is in the Chelsea squad to face Fulham tomorrow. Enzo Fernandez is in the Chelsea squad to face Fulham tomorrow. So yes, if anyone has a doubt about Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez facing, yes, he's in the squad.
I never had a doubt.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying if anyone has a doubt or was wondering. Well, yes, sir.
That news broke about 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago when he had his press conference. Right, I knew he was in the squad. Whether he starts is a totally different thing. But me personally, I think the guy's really good. Right, and I would start him in the middle. Kante's obviously not ready. Kovacic is out. Start him. Put Gallagher one side, probably on the right, and have Lewis Hall on the left. Or you have Gallagher and Mason Mount either side of him. Right, and Hawkins on the bench.
Like I said, Scabby, we'll get into the starting lineup tomorrow, please. We'll get into the starting lineup. Thing? Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah, sure.
Right, I think it's now important, right, that we play Ziyech, and I think we need to show trust in him, both the club and the supporters, right? Because it was unfortunate what happened to him, and he needs to be shown that trust, right? And he won't let us down, because even if he wants to get out, he's going to play hard to sell himself to other clubs. So he could. That's why I said him on the left-hand side, but it could well be Noni, depending on how he's been doing in training.
Yeah.
Top four will be a little bit difficult with Potter's tactics. Analyst 1, 2 feet. Let me know why you think that. There's nothing wrong with Potter's tactics. Potter's tactics will start swamping teams, right, with our attacking prowess and with Enzo in that midfield as the defensive mid. And that is what he is. 75% of his games as a defensive mid.
Stop. You're saying the same thing. We can talk about it tomorrow. Like I said,
I'm talking about top four.
We did. No, you're talking about the position. I said we can do that tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? So I'm
talking about The analysts 3-1-2.
Okay.
Top 4 will be a little bit difficult with
Mhm.
Potter's tactics.
Okay.
That's what I'm responding to.
Okay. Thank you very much, Stavi, as usual. Um, Stavi will give you the in-depth analysis of everything if you want it, just like I'm here.
I 1, 2, 3.
Big up to Patrick said at the end of the day, he refused to turn up training and push us in a tricky situation. There's other good keepers we can get. Yes, I understand what everyone says. Yes, if it doesn't, if the club doesn't want him with the bad relationship he has with the football club, it's much more understandable. Top 4 all depends on how quickly the players gel into the squad. The talent for top 4 is definitely there. Beautiful game, so big up to yourself, bro. Big up to you too, my brother. It's been a while, and I hope we have a very good relationship on Discord. But I haven't been seeing you lately any moment. I hope you're doing very well, my big brother. Summer felt very rushed coming from Patrick. Summer, yes, we got a lot of players that will be going out. I think Todd Boehly might have demanded no Fulham fans on this stream. That is directly to Phantom of Many Topic. We don't want any Fulham fan over here. We want Phantom of Many Topic, who is a Chelsea fan. Analyst 312 said that top 4 will be little bit difficult with Potter tactics. Just Staff also said the same thing. Staff also said the same thing. The tactics, it will take
No, I
time
didn't.
for all the players to gel into and to understand what Potter ball is all about. Enzo in for J5, and all the wingers will sign. If will sign. I feel we will make a major impact on our season. Um, Sorry for that noise. So I want you to say that it's official. There's less than 24 hours for the match tomorrow. Yes, it is true. Like I said, the one that I was reading to you was just a 56 seconds update tweeted by one of the accounts, and I read to you. So I might have seen earlier reports, but Patrick said Mount won't be forced to play on the wings, and now with Enzo behind him playing the ball forward, I feel the front line would benefit massively. Yes, 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 yes. Nice tactics from Patrick. I understand that. I understand that. Mount, he need to find his right position, which Potter will give him because his industry in the game or in our team is very, very high. Patrick said, time for Kai to start banging the balls in in the back of the net. I hope Kai Havertz that we purchased or we bought is going to be the now Kai we're seeing. I'm watching you from Ghana. In from Bukazu Bukazu Elibeli. Elibeli. I know. I'm not sure it's I think it's in Kufuridia. I'm not sure. But Clement Ayeba, big up to you. I'm not sure if it's in Krufum you're talking about. GH, send up to all GH, bro. I hope you're doing very, very well. If you're first time watching us, do me a favor, subscribe and also like the video and also share the video on your social media platform. I am a huge Chelsea fan, also a Ghanaian brother. I'm a Ghanaian as well. So yeah, nice to see you here on this platform. And a big up to all Ghanaians. Analyst said Potter should build attacking team for us to be at the top 4. So yes, Potter is building an attacking team. I know he should. He should. We know what Potter can do. So that's what we'll be looking out for. I have a few more minutes to end the stream. A few more minutes. I don't have enough legs or enough hands to carry the stream for me whilst I'm gone. So at this moment, we can do a little bit of a quick rush, and then tackle the topics that we have here. So, in regards to list of players brought in by Todd Boehly, that's what we're gonna look at too. The players that brought in by Todd Boehly, we're gonna talk about one, Badishir from Monaco that costs 35 million. David Detro Fafana, Moldy, undisclosed, reported 10 million deal. That's what we have at this moment. Andrew Santos, Vasco da Gama, undisclosed, reported at 18 million deal. Joao Felix, Atletico Madrid, 9.7 million loan. Halo Modric, Shakhtar Donetsk, 88.5 million euro. And also Nuni Mudioki, PSV Eindhoven, 29 million euro. Malon Gustav from Lyon to 26.3 million euro, and Enzo Fernandez Benfica 106.8 million euro. What a hefty money! This is coming. This is coming from CNBC. Put that out for us. Is there anything anyone want to say in regards to what I just mentioned? If not, then I'll just move on. Then with the next one will be big up to you. I want to love you, and then Guna, my big brother. I want to love you. To welcome Clement Ayiba from Ghana, my brother. If you are new, please like and subscribe to the platform. Yeah, I'm sure he did so. Clement did that. Enzo debut tomorrow. I will be watching closely. Yes, I need you to watch, my brother. Alpha, big up to Alpha. It's been a while, Alpha. I hope you're doing very, very well. I miss you on the platform. Big up Blue Clouds. Yes, like I said, I know you, Alpha. I know you very, very well. This window comes to just under 100 million. 100 million. No, this window. No, we spend more than 100 million. I think we spent over 300 million this window. Over 300 million, Patrick. I'm not so sure if that is what exactly you were saying. Who will be taking penalties? Ooh. Rich James is good at penalty taking. Rich James also, I'm not so sure with what's his name? Mason Mount. I'm not so sure with Mason Mount, but Rich James can take them very well. But I don't know if he'll be what's that?
Keep Mason Mount away from penalties.
Yeah, Mason Mount, I'm not so sure. He has the confidence, but he can't do it very well. But Rich James,
I'm sure you keep him away from penalties,
but
Mason.
Right, what's his name? Jean Felix is also good with penalties.
It'll be Felix.
Yeah, it'll be Felix. Yeah.
Felix.
When we get penalties, always remind me of Jorginho and also what's his name? This guy. This Spaniard that was from Arsenal to Chelsea. Fabregas, amazing player. Penalties, they would never miss. Okay, this news was being reported today earlier on. As per Guardian, Arsenal are tracking winger Callum Hudson-Odoi ahead of a potential move this summer. What do you guys make of this news? Callum Hudson-Odoi being linked heavily with the Gunners Arsenal. Big up to you, Blue Blood. He says, have you seen Enzo interview? Yes, I've seen your interview. I've seen the Enzo interview. I think I saw that one on Instagram, but then I haven't seen the one that you posted yet. If you have posted, I think I saw that on your Instagram link. He wasn't speaking, in my opinion, wasn't speaking English. He was speaking, I think, Argentine language, which I'm not sure.
Look at the fifth stand that's on there.
Yeah. I barely check it because sometimes when I need my information, I don't get them from there. I don't get them from fifth stand until it's official. Then you can get it from fifth stand. Yes, Blue. Mo said, "Have you seen my Enzo interview?" I've seen it. I'll watch it again if it's in English or if it's being translated on the fifth stand app. I will watch it from there. Patrick Batman said that Patrick said you reckon we will get Felix in for Pulisic in the summer. Let's see if Pulisic is out of the door. I'm not so sure, but if Pulisic is out of the door, then definitely we'll have lots of players that will be going. At least nothing less than 5. Nothing less than 5 will be going. It will be more, but nothing less than 5 will be going out of the door in the summer. So yes, what do you guys make of this? Gunnar, let me know what you make. Are you interested in having Callum Hudson-Odoi in your football team? He's a very good player, but with injuries, are you happy to have him? Stav, are you okay to let him go?
Yeah, go on.
Huh, Stavi?
Stavi, what? What do you want me to say?
I said, are you okay to let him go? I didn't hear what you said. That's why I keep asking you.
To let who go? Callum Hudson-Odoi?
Yeah, to Arsenal.
No, not to Arsenal.
But they gave you Omari Hutchinson, or they didn't give it. You got him because it was free, was it?
No, we paid for him.
Okay.
I think we paid 10 million for him. We didn't get him for free. Listen, We had to let Jorginho go, otherwise we wouldn't have got anything, right? The way we're going to try and develop, right, and get the squad together and to gel the squad together. Jorginho doesn't have a place in that squad, so it was easier to let him go, right? And because Arsenal were the only club who showed an interest, we had to sell him. But we don't have to sell Callum Hudson-Odoi to Arsenal. Other clubs will come in for him as well if we decide to sell him. But I don't think Todd Boehly went to him and said, "You're only going on loan. We're not selling you because you have a future at the club, and then we're going to kick him out next season."
Okay.
If he's going, it's because he wants to go, right?
Okay. But you don't want him to sell him to Arsenal. Well said.
No, I don't want to sell him to Arsenal. That's different. Selling a young guy with potential, right, to Arsenal isn't a good idea. Selling somebody who's on his way down, right, and in his 30s is a totally different situation. And it happened with Willie, and it happened with David Luiz. It's happened with Petr Cech. Right? We've seen how unsuccessful they were.
Okay. Thank you very much, Stavi. Gonna set a Mason Mount to new contract. This will be a big mistake. If you have any reaction in regards to that comment, let me know, Stavi. You can play it from my channel. There is an English subtitle on it. I'm not. What I haven't done yet on my platform is I don't know if I can play a sound, anything that can go through. I haven't installed something yet that can go through. What do you call it? My StreamYard. Through the sound to go through StreamYard. I haven't done that installation yet at this moment, and I don't know how YouTube is going to flag me playing someone's sound. I know you can give me the OK, even though they flag me, you can give me the OK, but I'm just sick and tired of how YouTube does things these days. Any little thing to flag you, but I'll try and see how I can get a sound that what do you call it, the other plugin, so I can be able to play sound through my what do you call it, my StreamYard platform. So thank you very much, Mo. I'll try that next time. Callum Hudson-Odoi, I will take all day. Very good talent who I think still has a massive potential for future. We'll love him. Yes, he's a good player. I would love him to stay at the club, and also unless he wants to move on, just like you said, Hutchison moved for free. He said Hutchison came to Chelsea for free, coming
No,
from.
he didn't.
I'll find out myself.
Go on and find out yourself, because he was trained by Arsenal, right? We have to pay. We have to pay a fee. We have to pay a training fee, right? Just like we have to pay Exeter City training fee for Ethan Ampadu.
We got some few more. We got some few more minutes. We'll be wrapping up stream at this moment. So I'm sure we pay.
I can carry on if you want.
You think you can carry on? What if the StreamYard took you off? It kick you out?
I won't. Well, if it kicks me out, then that'll be it, won't it? But they're not going to kick me out, are they? Right. Anyway, listen.
If not, I can give the whole thing to you to continue and then have a discussion with the fans.
Just check the Hutchinson thing, right? While I respond, right? One, check the Hutchinson thing, right? While I respond to Guna, right? Two, you've just answered Guna. You've just answered why I wouldn't sell Callum Hudson-Odoi to you, right? Because you would have him, right? And if you would have him, I wouldn't want to sell him to you. Two, giving Mason Mount a new contract isn't a mistake, right? He's a full England international, right? We've already discussed it, that he's been running to the ground, and he will come back. And I'll guarantee you'll, as an Arsenal fan, you'll learn to see what he can do. Okay? So, no, it's not a mistake to give Mason Mount a contract. No, I wouldn't give Callum Hudson-Odoi to you, right? So, there you go. Answered your questions. All nice as pie. Are you going to check if...
I'm checking it. I'm checking it. And in regards to some of the comments, I'm sure we paid Hutchison. Patrick said, I'm sure we paid for Hutchison. Yes, I mean, there could be a free agent. but you're still gonna pay money to the player. If the
Right,
player
look,
the player is free, doesn't mean you cannot pay
no,
anything.
no, no. Listen.
Yeah.
Let me just educate people. When you take a player, right, who's been in in another club's academy, right, as he has in Arsenal's academy, you have to pay a training fee, and you have to come to an agreement about that training fee. And if you can't come to an agreement, it goes to an independent tribunal to set the fee. That's what happened with Messiah going to Germany, buying had to pay the training fee. That's what happened when we got Ethan Ampadu from Exeter. We had to pay a training fee. That's what happened when we got Billy Gilmore from Rangers. We had to pay them a training fee, right? And consequently, that's what happened with Lamptey. It wasn't a transfer fee; it was a training fee. So I'm pretty sure you'll find that we paid Arsenal. Didn't just get him for nothing. Only way you can get him for even if he's out of contract, you still have to have a training fee, right?
Well,
So
this is what I'm reading here. From what I'm reading, there's no price tag over there. Arsenal set to lose wonder kid Omari Hutchinson on free transfer to rival Chelsea with medical already completed. So it didn't
yeah,
signify. I've seen two our media outlets. None of them put in any figure in regards to
because it's a
how.
training fee.
So
Because it's a training fee.
and a training fee for 10 million Stavi. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is we had to pay for him, right? And if we
Like,
can't come to an agreement with Arsenal, what we're going to pay them for him, it
and then
goes to an
you disclose an amount.
independent tribunal.
Yeah, you
I
disclose an
disclosed an
amount.
amount because that's what I thought I read somewhere, but I can't remember where.
But
Okay,
okay,
but
well, from what we have seen two outlets, and none of them have put a figure in there. But
because it's a
yeah,
training fee.
but if there's a training fee, they should even put information there so people that are reading should understand. I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. I'm
But it's not always made
blaming the
public. It's not
yeah
always
the
made public. Training fees are not always made public because if we can't come to an agreement with them, it goes to an independent tribunal to set the fee.
But if
The
it's not
training
made
fee.
public, how did you know they paid 10
Because I
million?
thought I read it somewhere. Right, that was like 5 months ago.
Well, I don't think that there is
Okay,
a
okay,
fee
okay,
in there because at
okay.
least from what I've searched through for media news at this moment. I'm not saying you're lying, but
I didn't
if
say you
I
said
mean,
I'm lying.
why would they hide? I mean, why would they hide that if there's any fee involved? Why would they
Because
hide it?
it can be undisclosed, can't it? Not every fee's disclosed. Right, okay.
Okay,
We
okay,
got him for free.
that
We got
makes
him
a
for
little
free.
sense. That
For the sake of argument, we got him for free.
Stavi.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, nope. He
I'm
ran.
being
He
agreeable.
says nope. His contract ran out with us. So, uh, I mean, I don't know, but yeah, we can move on. Good evening, guys. Isa Kamara, big up to you, Isa Kamara, and big up to you, wherever you are. Let me know where you're watching us from, Isa. Let me know where you're watching us from. Patrick said, even so, he knows what side of London to come from red to blue. Gunnar said he is a Chelsea boy. To be frank, was at Cobham in his younger years. Yes, yes, just like
Correct.
yeah, he was at Cobham with younger years. He went to Arsenal, got some education, and he came back to Chelsea to continue his career, just like Declan Rice. So yes, who say Chelsea doesn't develop players? They do, and then when they go, they always return back. It's analyst said is Champions League squad out? I don't think it's out yet. I don't think it's
No,
out yet. If it's out,
tonight
yeah, tonight. If it's out tomorrow, we'll talk about it, guy. And analyst, we will
you have
definitely.
to.
I'll give you the list. His
You, you have,
contract ran out. He did came for free, Lil.
you've,
Um,
you've read that already. Listen, the Champions
no,
League
that was a
squads
different one.
have to be presented by
Okay,
11 o'clock UK time tonight.
okay,
The minute
okay.
they get them,
Yeah,
UEFA will list them on their website. So they're
okay,
probably the best place to get them from is either the UEFA website or Fifth Stand Up after 11 o'clock UK So if you're still awake at 1 or 2 in the morning, then you can check on them too. They've got the deadline's 11 o'clock tonight, same as the transfer window, and they
All
cannot be
right.
extended.
All right. Guna said that you don't okay, okay. Guna. Love you, bro. I train a training fee. Little nothing is called a training fee when a player is out of contract. Uh Guna, let's tone down a little bit. You know, we don't say we know everything. You read it somewhere and choose to believe it. You can be wrong, bro. You know, and admit it. Okay, yeah, he said maybe he's wrong. He admitted. He admitted. So let's move on. Let's move on. Guna. It says even better. We got for free. Patrick said better we got it for free. Says show respect, Guna. Yes, Guna. That's why I didn't read that message. It's too harsh, Guna. Let's tone down a little bit. Guna, my brother, I love you. And you know, I know you have so much respect for yourself. So let's have
It's
respect
okay.
for the
It's okay.
I mean the elderly people.
It's
Okay,
okay.
you know
It's
he's
okay. Hang on,
Guna.
hang on.
Yeah,
It's okay. I've read it myself, and you know what?
yeah.
Whether we paid a fee for him or not, couldn't care less, because he walks out on a football pitch wearing a Chelsea shirt. So that's all that matters.
Oh, big up to I123 Love you, also doing a great job as always. Yes, I123, she is the queen of this platform. She supports me anytime, anytime. Even if when I started my YouTube journey. She's been there. If I'm streaming and gonna see one person watching me. Guna could remember. Guna, you could testify. Guna has been with me right from beginning when I started streaming. When I started streaming, doing my YouTube journey, Guna was right there. And it was only one person watching me talk, and it was just I123 Love You. She stays there from beginning till I end the show. So I want to tell everyone who she is. She's a very wonderful person, and she's been there supporting me beginning. She always gave me the motivation that keep going. You're gonna get there. So YouTube, it's very choke, and it's not easy to find yourself in the top. But then you don't have to. I always tell people, do not give up. Follow your dreams. If you think I don't benefit, I've invested more than I should benefit from YouTube, but that is not the aim. My When I started the journey was to interact with people, just like I'm doing now. You know, interact with people, get to know people, and then talk football. You know, that's the main idea of making this YouTube. But then it got to a point that I realized if I can do it better, it can generate revenue, which I don't make any revenue from this. It's just dedication. I love it. I love talking football, and I love seeing Patrick, Alpha, Gunnar himself. Gunnar will testify to you when I started streaming. You know, him and I. He could remember it was used to be one person, two people just alone, talking, watching. Gunnar, I hope this message is not that harsh. If I sound disrespectful, that's not my intention. Sorry if that's how it came across. I just like to challenge someone's opinion. If I disagree, nothing personal, boys. Top show. Thank you, Gunnar. Gunnar, this is why I love you. I love you, brother. I love you. I love you so much, and I'm very happy that you've toned down and come back again and say you don't mean to disrespect anyone. And I know you don't mean to do that. You sometimes he does the same thing with me, and I get upset and literally come back and say, bro, I like the banter. So I know him very, very well when he's talking. I know him very, very well when he's talking. I just skipped that message because it was a bit too harsh for me to read because I'm not that kind of person. That's why didn't read that. So I know Gunnar. I know Gunnar very, very well. Not just on YouTube. I know Gunnar on Twitter. We do fight on Twitter too sometimes when Chelsea and Arsenal are playing. So yeah, banter, like I say. But let's have it right. Gunnar, Mount is a baller. Mount is a good player. He's having a rough time this season. But thank everyone. Thanks everyone that have been in the platform beginning that I've been streaming till now. And then they still have us a few more to cover. But then I'm just have to leave the platform for Stavi. Stavi, where are you? I don't want to give the platform for Stavi because when YouTube kick him out, there will be no one here by the time I come back. Okay, I think. Oh no, still got more to talk about. Stavi. Stavi is gone. at this moment. If I don't end the stream and Stavik gets back, there's no one here to let him in to be able to talk. Okay. Patrick said, "What was your thoughts on J5 joining your beloved Arsenal?" Gunnar, what was your thoughts on J5? To me, I think it will be a very very good fit for Arsenal, and as a Chelsea fan, I think we're strengthening a rival. Yes, we're strengthening a rival. Gunnar said, "I love it, bro. Top signing for us. Improves our depth massively. Yes, he improves them very, very well. J5 can do a lot with legs around him. With Partey around J5, Partey is very good with the ball, distributing with the ball, going forward, and they have Odegaard also in there. That gives them so much legs in the midfield. Jorginho will break the game down, slow it down when they need to, and then swing passes if they have to. He doesn't score goals, but Jorginho, it's a loss to me. I mean, it's a loss because to me, but then we have better players now, so it's not really a loss, but it's a win for us now. That's how I'm gonna put it. Maybe I don't make sense. Um, um okay, I talk about what Enzo Fernandez will bring to Chelsea side at this moment. As per Sky Sports, Enzo has racked up second most assist. He's racked up second most assist in the Premier League, which is the Portuguese league. Also created 30 chances for his teammates. He also has been one of the league top tacklers. So he's good in tackling. He's good. He's very, very good in tackling. Second most assist in the Portuguese league. Second most assist. So paying 105, 106 for Enzo Fernandez is not a waste of money. That's why I say some of the medias don't know what this guy can do because they haven't seen him play in the Premier League. So they're judging him based on what they see just in the World Cup. Because for all you know, they haven't even watched him play live. Some of them haven't even watched this guy play live. And I wouldn't lie to you. Some of these guys haven't. Enzo has rocked up in the second most assists in the Portuguese league, created 30 chances for his teammate. 30 chances. 30 chances. Some of them were goals, some of them were missed. But those were the chances he created. He has been one of the league top tacklers. Tacklers. Jorginho can tackle, but Enzo can tackle. And only 10 players across the division have won the ball back more than the middle third, despite his considerable output further up the pitch. These are crispy. I'll say these are crispy statistics going around Enzo Fernandez. What are statistics? What a player! What a player! Todd Boehly and his people, Graham Potter, know what they're getting. To get a world-class player at a very tender age, very young age, world-class player. He just took the youngest best player at the ongoing and just ended World Cup. Not ongoing, just ended World Cup. Where was Saka? Where was Rashford? Where were all these players, the English players? Where were all of them? Where were all these young players that played in the competition? João Felix and all of them. Where were they? But this guy won it as a young player. So people got to put respect in his name. The only Champions League winner, the only Champions League winner in your squad. A lot of your supporters aren't happy. Why are they not happy? Lord, big up to you, Lord. If you're just joining us on this platform, do not forget to like and also subscribe. We are building a very huge community. Lord, I think I've seen Lord before. Lord is not new on this platform. He's not new. So Enzo, a box-to-box midfielder who excel defensively, operating as a speedy deep line playmaker while also cleaning up on the back. So this guy can tackle, he can search forward, he can return. He does a lot. What he does more than Jorginho does in our team. He's a good passer of the ball, a good tackler. He assists. He also wins ball back. So he's got it all. Young player at this age. You know. What do we have here next? Which is top 4 essential for Chelsea after spending big January transfer money. We did talk about it. According to a quote from a finance expert on football transfer. It's Chelsea. If Chelsea fail to end up a top 4 place, they will miss out a TV money, which could be worth at least 90 million. That is it. TV money that will worth 90 million. They also will need to sell homegrown. This is a different from what I did said earlier on. They said they also need to sell homegrown talent, which will allow team to earn a profit without putting a loss on the book. So let me take that again. According to a quote from a finance expert on football transfers, if Chelsea fail to earn a top 4 place, they will miss out on TV money, which could be worth at least 90 million. They also will need to sell homegrown talent, which would allow team to earn a profit without putting a loss on the book. So here we are again.
Who's the expert?
Stop. You got this. You sure it's not going to kick you out again?
Who's the expert?
The expert. Let me see if the name is right there. Unfortunately, I didn't.
How do we lose out on 90 million of TV money?
I didn't get the. I didn't get the expert name. I didn't get the expert name. Stop. You got this. You got this.
No. Yeah. What you want me to cut? Yeah.
You got this. I gotta run out real quick, and I'll be right back
in
5 minutes.
Okay.
Chelsea are cooking nice meals. Lord, yes, we are. Lord, I know this, Lord. Yes, I know my Lord. I know this, Lord. The top 4 looks hard and impossible. Yes, I know, Lord. Enzo, Zach, and cover midfield this season. Yes, Lord, I know who you are, Lord. I hope you're doing very well, Lordy. Stabby, you got this. Guys, go get your Enzo jerseys. It's right there. Enzo 5, and at least they said they're going to have an Enzo 55 in the Champions League. So it looks like 2 jerseys will be coming in this window. So go get your Enzo 5 and the Enzo 55 for Champions League. Let me see what we have here. You do get more money for being in the UCL too. Yes, we do get money. So yes, Stabby, you can go carry on, and I'll be back shortly. Guys, send your comment in. Maybe Stabby will read it for me, and as soon as I come back, we'll get into it.
Yeah. Right, Patrick. I know you get more money for being in the Champions League, right? If you're talking about TV money, right? But when we won it last time, we got 28 million TV money from BT. TV money for being in the Champions League comes from the local provider, which is BT in the UK, and we got 28 million, which sort of falls very far short of the 90 being quoted. Obviously, you're going to get more money, Patrick, because you're in the competition and you get, I think it's currently, you get 16 million for making the group stage. Then you get so much per win, so much per draw. And if you lose, you don't get any money for losing. But the TV money isn't paid until right at the end of the competition, and the money comes from BT Sport for the English clubs. And when we won it, we only got 28 million, so it's not exactly 90 million, is it? Like the so-called expert tried to say. I'm not really sure why anybody thinks we need to sell homegrowns. Right? Maybe in their opinion, selling a homegrown will raise more money. But you don't. I still can't see how you have to sell homegrowns. You maybe have to sell homegrown FA trained, but you don't have to sell your academy, your own Cobham players. And hence, that's why I said that Sterling, if he doesn't perform, and Bettinelli will be possibly the ones who make way to bring in Nonny, because we can't have 5 FA trained players in the squad. So to bring Nonny in, one of the others has to drop out. So My money, at a guess, is it'll be Bettinelli, which is possibly why we recalled Bergstrom. We recalled Bergstrom from loan, and he's gone into the B list because he's under 21 and he's Chelsea trained. So you might see Bettinelli dropping out to bring Noni in. But I'm not sure what the deadline date is for the Premier League squad to be re-registered. But tonight is the UEFA one, the Champions League, any European competition. Anybody got any questions? Patrick, I don't believe so. We've been allowed to spend more money because new owners are given more leeway, hence why Newcastle spent money as well, and why Man City spent a lot when they first came in. If you've got new owners are given a bit more leeway. But being in the top four doesn't mean you can spend more. You still have to comply. FFP is, at this moment in time, is 90% of your total income for this season. Then it reduces to 80% next season, and the season after that it's 70%. But initially, new owners can spend a bit more, and it goes on what you've spent previously. Last year we made a profit because we got Lukaku, but we made 140 million from Tammy Abraham and all the other Giroud and all the other guys that we sold. So we made roughly 40 million profit. And then before that, we didn't spend anything because we got 160 million for Hazard. We got 58 million for Morata because Atletico were late paying due to the agreement. They got him on loan for the season and then they paid. And we also got 60 million for Costa. So basically we made 280 million roughly just off those three players. Also sold Mario Pasalic, David Luiz, Thomas Callas, and a few others. This is a previous season when we bought people like Ziyech and that. And obviously we got a couple of free transfers. Silva was a free. Malang Sarr was free. So it depends how much you've spent because the accounting goes in 3-year periods. So it goes in blocks of 3 years. So as long as you don't spend too much in the previous 3 years, you get more leeway. That's why Newcastle were allowed to spend money because of their previous owner being skinflint and didn't want to spend any transfers. So because he didn't spend anything, they're allowed to spend more. Yeah, there's an allowable amount. At this moment in time, yeah, that's what I'm saying is that, Patrick, you don't have to sell homegrowns. It doesn't matter about net spend. Now, I get what you're saying. You're saying because it didn't cost us anything. Anything we get counts as a better net spend, but that's not how it works. When you sell someone, you don't count what they cost you into FFP. So the likelihood is if you're going to sell English players to Premier League clubs, you may get more money than you would for a foreign player going to a foreign club. I 1, 2, 3 love you. Everyone starts at the bottom and has to work to get to the top. People look back when you started. You've come so far. Not just you, but your studio. Good things come to those that wait, and it shows. I think that's some support for Nee there and his channel. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you're top 4 or not, right? The thinking behind that is if you finish in the top 4, you get more prize money. So you then therefore have more money to spend, right? So that's all about the income. But FFP still relates to a percentage of your total club generated funds. But you can include your shirt sponsorship deal, your kit manufacturer's deal, the sleeve deal, for example. And we also get money from Trivago for the training kit. There's just so many ways that you get money now. Right? It's not just a kit and what's on the front of the shirt anymore. You get money for training sponsors, training kit. You get sleeves. If you look at clubs in Holland, France, etc., they might have 5 or 6 sponsors on their kits, and that's what they have to do. They have to sell it more because there's no real money in TV rights for Holland, France, and places like that. So, so finishing the top 4 just means you get more prize money, which then means you have a bigger club generated income. So, but there is not that much difference between 4th and 5th, for example, with the amount of money in prize money. I think it's something like 4 or 5 million. So it's not that big a deal. Although Man City did get 160 million for winning it last year. So the best place to be is top. That's where you're going to make the bulk of the money. But as you work your way down, the money's not any different. Not much difference anyway. Let me see. They made FFP too confusing. Can't keep up with these rules. It's like I said, they've restructured it, right? And they've started a new FFP this season. So all clubs are allowed to spend 90% of the income, but that's to compensate for the COVID years when teams lost money. So you're allowed a bigger income this year to compensate for COVID. They've also increased the allowable amount that owners can spend. Owners can't spend their own money. They can only spend money on any debt where you go over the amount you're allowed for FFP. So if you spend 75%, say, under the old rules, the 5% the owner could clear that depending on how much 5% was. It used to be a maximum of 10 million euros a year. So now it's different. But it's going to reduce. We started at 90. It reduces to 80 next season, then 70. So if you take that into account, you've got 3 years, basically, which would explain these long-term contracts, because it's not just amortization. You've got initially some higher allowable expenditure. So it makes sense. So anybody who's going to give a 4-year deal, right, they're not going to benefit as much. So ask some questions. Come on, let's have some questions. Who would I like to see depart the club in the summer window? And is Bakayoko still on our books, or did we bin him off last window? If a deal went through and he's found another club, then we've binned him. But I've not seen any information regarding that as it stands. But we've binned him. Similar to same things with Batshuayi. We binned him in the summer. We allowed him to go to Turkey. And also we got rid of someone else in the summer who's now playing in France. He got basically cancelled his contract. So basically, to cancel his Bakayoko's contract, he has to find a club first, so we can cancel it. So we don't ask for a fee. And anything else? Anyone got questions? No questions. Yep, correct. You don't have to sell homegrown players. Like you said, English players sold within England tend to bring better fees. Anybody who watches the European markets, right? If you go to buy a player from an Italian club, they expect you to pay a fortune. But if you want to sell them a player, they want him for peanuts. If they could get every player for free, they would go for every player on free. So logically, it makes more sense to sell an English player to an English club. So I get that point, but you don't have to. You're not forced to sell them. We were offered 40 plus 5 add-ons for Gallagher, but he didn't want to go to Everton. I don't know if Boehly and Potter are willing to sell him in the summer. Obviously, if he wants to play for Chelsea next season and he wants to stay, when he gets a chance in the team, then he's got to prove himself. And that's another good thing about the way things are right now. The competition for places, and people know they've got to perform. And that includes Sterling as well. Sterling has to prove he can perform now. And if he doesn't perform, sell him. You can sell him. Right, there you go. It's an English player. Right, so if he doesn't perform, you can sell him. Koulibaly, you could sell him. I've not seen anything from him. He's not the player he was at Napoli. Maybe if we'd have signed him 3 or 4 years ago, it would have been a better acquisition. But he was brought in to keep Tuchel happy because Tuchel wanted central defenders, which is understandable, as he lost Rudiger and Christensen. However, they also had the option of keeping Ampadu and Levi Colwill, which would have made more sense, but he didn't want them. So, and those two are an example of one of the reasons why the consortium decided that Tuchel wasn't the right man for the job. They didn't have a problem giving him money to buy the players he wanted, but they still expected him to keep them at the club and try and use them. But he had no interest in them. Same thing with Chukwuemeka. He had no interest in playing him. If Tuchel had stayed, Hutchinson wouldn't have got his 2 appearances. So let me read this Patrick's bottom comment. So according to Simon Phillips, Hakim Ziyech, Christian Pulisic, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Conor Gallagher, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Kalidou Koulibaly and Edward Mendy is what they're saying to leave this summer. Pretty much agree with all that. Conor Gallagher, I'm still not sure, because I believe that Potter rates him. Hudson-Odoi, he might not want to come back. That could be the issue with Callum. And yeah, he will generate money. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, he would even now, he would be at Barcelona if they could have re-registered him. But La Liga has its own FFP rules and salary caps and everything, and they don't allow a player to be re-registered in the same season. So because they sold him to us, he can't go back again because they refuse to re-register him. I think that pretty much is to stop Barcelona or any club loaning a player out and then bringing him back again. So I think Aubameyang would have been gone already if Barcelona could have registered him. Edward Mendy, we discussed him last night with regards to the fact that he's complaining. He doesn't seem to want to fight for his team place. So that's Mendy. Blue Blood. I think Aspilicueta will leave. Yeah, also Aspilicueta. So he's saying so one of the English players could stay from that list. I think Conor Gallagher is the most likely to stay. I see Ruben leaving, 27. He's going to be approaching 28 in the summer by September time. So he's likely to go. He needs to rebuild his career, and he could be one of the ones who's left out to accommodate Noni Medovici. Could be Connor that gets left out. Obviously, Callum Hudson-Odoi is not an issue at the moment, as it stands, because he's not at the club at the moment. You've got Lewis Hall, but he's on the B list at the moment, so that's fine. Hutchinson's gone out on loan, I believe. So, anyway, is that you back, Nate?
Yeah, I've been here. You can see me?
No, because I'm looking at the comments.
Oh, yeah, I've been here for almost about, say, 3 minutes now.
Goes to show how much deadwood we had. Yep, we had deadwood. But I've got to clear this up now, because a lot of the deadwood was down to the previous director of football who left the club in 2019, Michael Emanalo. We've still got some of it as well. Bobby Rahman, he's still at the club. He's out on loan, and that was at one of Emanalo's signings. Bakayoko, Batshuayi, they were his signings. So a lot of that deadwood were his signings. The thing with Ziyech, Pulisic, I think they were like really struggling because of the injuries. They came in at a time when the Premier League was going through the COVID, new country, new league. Then you have to deal with COVID as well, and then the injuries, and then the change of manager. I think if Lampard had stayed, you would have seen more from Ziyech and Pulisic because he rated them. So
said it all. You read all the comments?
Yeah. I'm at the bottom. Goes to show how much deadwood we had. I123 love you. Welcome, Mark Jones from Liberia. If you're new, please like and subscribe. And then there was one congratulating you and telling you to keep going. You start from the bottom and you build your way up to become a success.
Okay. I'm sure. Let me read what you have it from I123 if that's what you mean. He said, your kids, my brother. Okay, that's from I123. I123 said, welcome, Mark Jones from Liberia. If you're new, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, I123. I always love what you do for this platform. And Patrick, everyone. Patrick said, who would you like to see depart the club in the summer window? I think have you answered that already? Bakayoko is still on our book. Bakayoko needs to be gone years ago. Or did we I think
I don't know. Nothing was said, was it? He said that he was in talks. But the thing is, the Turkish market hasn't closed yet.
Yeah.
It's still open. So I think it's this weekend or something. So that deal could still go through.
Because he was likely to move into a Turkish club at this moment. But I'm sure that's where he's going to find himself. Okay, Patrick said Hakim Ziyech, Christian Pulisic, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Conor Gallagher, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Kalidou Koulibaly, Edward Mendy is what they are saying to leave in the summer. A lot of players. But there's a players that I would like Chelsea to keep. I would like Chelsea to keep, according to Simon Philip. Yeah, Simon Philip. You know, I mean, they are very close, Chelsea. But sometimes some of these players, you don't want to repeat what we did. I know we didn't. It wasn't our fault. It was a player's fault. Some of these players was their fault. Players like Kevin De Bruyne, it was his own will that he wants to leave the football club. It wasn't someone that drove him away. But yes, like I said, And we have to be
Yeah,
very careful in letting some of his. What was that
yeah,
again?
with him, okay,
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne,
Mm.
right? He made demands, okay, of Mourinho that
Mm.
we're only going to get.
Yeah.
We're not going to get him a team place. Mourinho expected people to fight to play, right? And we had
Right.
Oscar, Hazard, Willian, Schürrle, Mata, and De Bruyne. But De Bruyne seemed to think that he should get in ahead of all of them without actually having to try and win his team place. I think he played 3 games and he was pretty awful. He was good in pre-season. He picked up an injury in pre-season, but when he came back, he was making demands that Mourinho couldn't accept, and I wouldn't have accepted it either. So basically, he was allowed to go on loan to Germany with the intention of him coming back once he settled down and got some experience, but he refused to come back. Salah was another one, and he went to Italy,
Yeah.
spent 2 years, possibly even 3 in Italy, and Mourinho was gone. So people who was trying to say Mourinho got rid of him, right?
Hmm.
Mourinho was gone by then. Salah was sold by Michael Emenalo, the director of football. So it wasn't even Mourinho. And all these players, Kevin De Bruyne, Thibaut Courtois, Mata, Mo Salah, um, and they were all play. They all played against us, and they had good games against us, and they all scored against us as well, which is why we signed them. But
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
So thank you very much, Stabby. We still got 14, I think 14, 15 of us watching. If you're just joining us, it's very, very important you put a like on the video and also share. I keep saying this many times. I want to know, yeah, I want to check and see how many people voted. That tells me how many people have been on the platform today. Says 29 votes. I don't It's 29 votes, but I think we've had more than that number on the platform. We had more than that number. We have 15 currently, and also Blue Blood said, thanks, Aspilicueta will leave. So one of the English players could stay from that list. Thank you, Blue Blood. A lot of business is made outgoing in summer. Was a lot of the books.
yeah. Ross
Yeah,
Barkley was released as well.
yeah, it's one of them.
Um, his contract was cancelled.
Goes to show how much deadwood we did. I think that's what you were talking about. Deadwoods that
Yeah,
we have. Can you get rid of Bakayoko to Arsenal, or is he not old enough yet? Blue blood, stop that! Stop that! I'm off. Take care, Patrick. Thank you very much, Patrick. You've been here since how long? Almost 2 hours and over now. Thank you very much, and you have a good night. I think we have to bring the stream to an end, Stavi. We have to bring the stream to an end. We didn't cover everything we have on the platform. I don't know if I can still do that. I don't know if I can still do that here. Let me see what we have. I don't think we have that much left. Okay, let me see. Okay, this is how Chelsea could avoid FFP probe. So let me read this real quick as I have on my PowerPoint presentation. Chelsea in the time Karen Maguire, a football finance analyst, said, I think failure to qualify for the Champions League this season will mean that they will be very, very much on on UEFA watch list, selling the list of setting the likes of Callum Hudson-Odoi, Conor Gallagher, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek could generate close to 100 million between them. That would be pure profit under the new vision of UEFA financial stability rules, and this is more than anything else could prove to be the savior of Chelsea in the future. So that means if Chelsea doesn't sell and doesn't make it to the Champions League, it means that Chelsea will be losing out on a lot of money TV rights. Top four, we don't get TV rights. We're gonna lose out on the UEFA Champions League money. So in that matter, these players have to be sold to be able to balance the sheet. So if we don't do those things, then it means that FIFA will be watching us a lot because we're not generating income. But then we spend more than we're earning, in my opinion. Big up to you, Big Ryan. Late, but it's always good to be late. It's still here.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, a little bit windy where I am. I'm outside, but I've been listening to the show and
Yeah.
just want to say you guys both doing a very good job tonight. So thank you.
Thank you very much, and I hope you're doing very well.
Thank you, sir.
So I'm sure you just heard me. Stop, you just heard me in regards to what I just read from Kale Maguire. He said if Chelsea doesn't make it to the Champions League, it means that we'll be losing up on a lot of money. And also that is if Chelsea doesn't make it to the top four, we'll be losing 90 million TV rights, which Chelsea have to force themselves to sell Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Gallagher, Callum Hudson-Odoi to make it up to 100 million to be able to balance the sheet. And that will be, as I said, it will be very, very, very good. It will be a savior for Chelsea future. Where do we see this happening? Can Chelsea make it up to the top four, and can Chelsea qualify to the Champions League? Ryan, do you see that happening in your opinion? Before I come back to Stavi.
This season?
Yeah, do you see then? If Chelsea doesn't qualify to the Champions League, it means that FIFA will be putting their eyes on us. They'll be, in regards to FFP rules, and also because we're not getting any money coming in, but then we're selling many players. So
you mean UEFA?
UEFA. Yeah, I mean UEFA.
Yeah, whoever, UEFA, FIFA, we know they have an agenda against Chelsea. I'm saying that as a Liverpool fan, so it's unlikely you're going to get top four. I think if we were maybe a quarter of the way through the season and there was more time to close that gap, then yes. But I just can't see the teams ahead of you, enough of them dropping off and you managing to
get in there.
Climb into that top four. Yeah, there's not enough time. Top six, I think, is a realistic target. But I mean, it comes down to whether you really want to be playing in the Europa League. What the ambitions of Boehly is and Potter and the new signings especially. Might it be better to just have a season out of the European football and just get your league position back in order, restore normal order and get into top four, top three position next season?
I mean, I'll fancy Europa League. I don't care because any trophy is very, 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 very important. I know some people call it the Amidel League, that league, but that is what makes you a champion because winning trophy brings you that winning spirit. So Chelsea find themselves in that competition. They can make some money. They can win that competition, and that makes it. Would it be 3 times? If we can win it again, it will be 3 times or 4 times. No, 3 times if you're able to win it.
Listen, Azan, I'm not a finances expert. I've not looked at, scrutinized properly like that.
Yeah.
Twitter account has Swiss Ramble. But what I can say is I'm expecting Chelsea to sell a lot of the deadwood and players that are surplus to requirements in the summer. So there should be strong revenues coming in.
Yeah. Even 3 players alone, if you're able to sell 3 players and make 100 million euros, that could even save the future of Chelsea Football Club. So FFP is still on us. Stavi, anything in regards to what I just read?
Yeah, you always get these guys, right, who work for the media, right? This Kevin, whatever his name is, right? I think he's a finance expert at Liverpool University, right? I'm pretty sure that's where he is. And they always come out with this stuff. And it's like I said earlier on, right? Newcastle were allowed to spend more, right? Because they were new owners. And I was the new owners, right? It's they're allowed to spend more. It's a natural progression. And over the last 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Chelsea only with only 5 million in debt, under Roman's control. It was a 3-year accounting bill period. We were 5 million in debt after all the transfers and everything, because our net spend on transfers wasn't that great anyway, right? And that was part of the 1.6 billion that we owed Roman. Was he paid off that 5 million debt, right? And you have to remember when Roman said he's not going to call in the debt, right? He's going to write it off. UEFA investigated it, right? So they've already investigated us anyway when Roman wrote off the thing, right? So we were debt free, right? After Roman. So we had no debt to worry about before we started spending, right? The length of contracts, as we've already discussed before, with amortization and stuff like that. So even if they look at us, right, what we've spent, right, on these transfers, 300 whatever, 560 in total over the 2 transfer windows, right? Because they've been amortized, you don't take all of it into account. It's like Enzo, right? We spent 100 and whatever million, but they're only going to take 40 million of it into account. Yeah, we're in the Champions League now, so we're still earning from the Champions League right now, right? Like I said, I don't want to jump the gun and say we're going to win it, because I've never ever said we're going to win something, even if I actually believed we would, right? But the possibility is still there. So if we go on and then we win the Champions League, yeah, then UEFA have got nothing to look at. And Mr. whatever his name is, the financial expert, he seems to have forgot we're actually in the Champions League now, okay? And you get paid as the round gets played. So up to now, we've only been paid for the group stage. So once we play the first leg against Dortmund, right, that's when you get paid. So you've got that income coming. And last year, people forgot that as we were going along, we were earning money from the Champions League ourselves, and we were earning money, right, off Eden Hazard's transfer. Still, even up to that last summer, we were earning money off Eden Hazard's transfer. Right, all this has to be taken into account. And I'm pretty sure that this so-called expert hasn't sat there and said, well, they got 20 million from Eden Hazard, right? Because they won the league, Real Madrid, and they won the Champions League, which means we picked up 2 bonuses, right? Even though Eden Hazard barely played in either of them, we still got bonuses because he did play some games, and he's not going to take that into account. And like I said, it's a three-year period that they do the accounting from. Yeah, right. So there's nothing to investigate, right? This is a guy who's working for the media, who wants to give the media ammunition to sell their newspapers, get their likes, get their clicks, and all this stuff. And they're paying him for this. So he's going to just come up with stuff that isn't necessarily a big deal. Nobody's questioned Newcastle when they spent 100-odd million, right, last winter. People forget they spent 104 million, I think, last winter, right, when what's his name came in. And nobody questioned that. It's like you're not going to know what the situation is until after the season. But the thing is, we are going to sell players, right? I'm pretty sure Koulibaly will go, right? Mendy will go. All these players that have been listed, and I didn't see Sterling's name on that list. He's another possibility, because if Noni comes into the team, right, and he's not getting, and Noni's playing and Sterling isn't, Sterling's not going to stay, is he? He's going to want to go. And Real Madrid were willing to offer 60 million for him now.
Okay, what are you done, Stavi? One more question so we can wrap it up here. Well, Manchester United yesterday have beaten Nottingham Forest by an overall aggregate of 5-0 in the semi-finals, and they'll face Newcastle United in the final at Wembley Stadium. This can be United first trophy since 2017. Final will be played in February 26th. And my question is, will Man United trophy drought finally come to an end? So do we see United winning this trophy to bring a trophy drought to an end? I123 said, welcome back, my brother. Then she went ahead and said, my brother weren't you in Florida for the game, for the Chelsea game back in July? Yes, absolutely. I was there. I was in Florida, I was in Vegas, and I was in North Carolina. I watched all those 3 preseason games here in America. I did. That was a long journey, and then cost involved, a lot of money involved, plane ticket up and down, all under account without any income coming from YouTube or anything. It was just personal. So this is kind of a dedication job that I did for myself and in the community to be able to see this team play live. And it's not that easy. I think our path crossed back in Florida. You were there, right? Yeah. Yes. Yes, I was right there. So yeah, the question is, can Man United end their trophy drought? Ryan Stavi, let's finish the stream with this topic.
It's going to be a tough final. And Newcastle are difficult to break down. So, but the thing is, I think Jadon Sancho's back as well. I don't know.
And what about your flip guy? What do you call it? Flick, the guy that Anthony. What about your guy, your friend Anthony?
Yeah, there's Anthony. There's what's his name up front?
You don't have to be worried. You don't have to be scared if Anthony is playing, because he's gonna do this rollover. He's gonna roll his legs over the ball and stand at the same place, and he'll be dancing like Michael Jackson.
Right, listen, Anthony, right?
yeah,
he's a big game player. Right, he's a big.
He hasn't been playing well. He hasn't been playing well for the past like 4 or 5 games now. He's not been playing well.
But he's still a big game player.
Oh, how? How is it? They're playing against us now, and they lost. Where was Anthony? If he's a big game player,
big games are cup finals, right? What was Drogba? He was a big game player.
Don't I know you're not comparing, but don't even compare.
No, I'm not comparing.
I know. That's what I said. You're not comparing.
What I'm saying is certain players turn it on for special occasions.
Okay.
Right? And I didn't say he's going to be the main player or anything like that. Right? He might not even get picked. So if Man United can find a way of breaking down Newcastle, yes, Man United can break the drought. Right? But Newcastle are going to be highly determined because they haven't won anything for, I think it's 40 years, something like that. It's their first final since, I think, 1973. There you go. Okay. When they lost to Liverpool.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to my brother here. His name is Tumusini. I hope I didn't butcher your name. I said it right. Tumusini. Tumusini said, I love Chelsea. We all love Chelsea. I think the first time seeing you here, if it's the first time joining the platform, I'm very happy. The channel is going to a lot of places. Today, I've seen lots of new faces, and they are all subscribing to the platform, and I want to see them back again. Tomorrow when we go live, 6:30 UK time, 1:30 Eastern time, America, Michigan time per se. So yes, if you're just joining us here, do not forget to like a video, put a like on the video as we still grow, and we'll bring you the best association football news you can ever see on the platform. We discuss a lot. So Ryan, let me finish with Mr. Ryan. Ryan, what do you make of what I just said in regards to Manchester United, so we can bring the stream to an end, brother?
Thanks, Nizan. I think it's a fascinating final, like Stav was saying. It kind of pitches two teams that are very much on an upward curve. I think it's fair to say, and it's hard to really declare a favourite. I probably would slightly give Man United the edge just because of their history and the trophies they won. But I agree with Stav. The Newcastle players, because of the trophy drought, they will be up for it. And that will be one rocking atmosphere with all those Geordies coming down to Wembley. God, it's going to be noisy. I feel with United, there's still a couple of players in that squad, who were part of the Mourinho era, the likes of Rashford, De Gea, Martial.
Casemiro.
Not Casemiro, but you know what I mean. The ones that they still have in their memory. They've won trophies, like they won Carabao Cup and Europa League, however long it was ago, 5-6 years.
Shaw,
Luke Shaw, as well. So I think the Newcastle players will be really, really hungry. And the thing I like about Newcastle, they've got some needle, they've got some toughness about them. I've noticed that with them all season, and they're not going to be overawed by the occasion. I think they're going to be their aggressive, dynamic selves, and they're going to give Man U a tough game.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, Man U will win this game, hands down, because they have the history backing them in terms of trophies, and they've been to Wembley not too long ago. They've been there. Newcastle hasn't been there in a very, very, very long time. Stav said 19 what? When was the last time they went to Wembley, Stavy?
The last final.
Last finals, yeah.
Was 1973 against Liverpool. They lost 3-0. But I
wasn't even born.
Yeah, but they went to the semi-final in 97. We knocked them out of the FA Cup when Hull won the FA Cup. Was it the semi-final? No. We played them in the semi-final. That was their last Wembley appearance. It was a semi-final and we beat them. And Poyet scored the winner, I think, if I remember rightly.
Okay.
So it could have been the League Cup the following year.
All right. So
guys, Nizan, there can be often there is something in the air, and when these Wembley finals, it can favour the underdog. You think of the last couple of FA Cups Arsenal have won. The opponents they've faced in those finals, they've always been the underdog. They've managed to win. So
remember, we against Leicester City a couple of years ago, about 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
We against Leicester City. Just Tielemans' goal finished the whole thing for us. It was a misplaced pass. I just watched it not too long ago. It was a misplaced pass from Chalobah. They was being intersected, passed to Tielemans, and then he struck the ball. Whoever was in that pole, I'm sure it was Kepa. He couldn't save it. So, guys, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Ryan, thank you very much, and Stav, thank you for helping out. Thank you for coming in, Ryan, later on. Also, everyone. Sid, my big brother here. Chelsea win 2-0. We'll be back again tomorrow with a preview. Yes, we'll have the preview. I don't know if you're gonna do it the same time before the game. I'll see how that goes. So I'll probably stream the same time. Before the game. Before we go live, but it's always better when you do it a day before, so YouTube can send the videos out to everyone. Patrick said, "Have a rest, brother. You too. 3 hours strong. Yes, you too. Thank you. It's not just me. You. I want to thank you too, brother. Patrick. Thank you very much for always being here and also being in the comment. You guys are the return, and you have taken this channel to be yours. It's not just me. I created the channel, but not for myself. We got me sitting on here alone talking without no one listening or no one getting engaged. It's meaningless. But I've done it for quite a long time. I've sit on this platform. I've sit on the platform for many months and many time where I had only one person, 2-3 people just listening, and I kept going. I never gave up. I never gave up until now. So
Patrick Bateman. That's a cool name. American Psycho.
Yeah,
it's a good movie. Good movie.
Yeah, I like his name, man. He's been for the past like 4 days. I think He's been with me anytime I go live. He's there. His comment and knowledge in the game is also very high. I hope I can have him on one day so he can talk to us as a panelist. And I've been trying to do this, but when I do it, no one comes in. I like to drop the link in there so people can come in at least in 2 minutes, 1 minute. You can have a say. I want to start doing that and also have something that I'm cooking for you guys. You guys will like it. I'm building a new. I'm giving you the just a little preview of it, or maybe a hint. I'm building a new software where we can have our own player. Let's say starting 11, and that software is gonna imply all the Premier League teams and also Chelsea new players, so we can have our own combined 11. It's going to be an online update. It has to be registered. So all these things, and it will be updated every week. And you guys are going to love it. We're going to have it on the platform, player rating. We're going to rate the players each and every day when they play. You guys are going to love it. So there's more. Like I said, there's more things. There's some that you guys don't know. But let's get in there. I'm giving you guys a little gist of what I'm trying to do. So we can all enjoy it. Big up to Chelsea Perspective. He said, just wake up. Bro, I know, because I am 3 hours ahead of you. And you cook a lot of streams. You cook a lot of streams just like me, man. It says we innovate. Absolutely. We big up to the chat and panel. Yes, we've been streaming for almost about how long now? We've been streaming for 3 hours now. We're about to leave the platform. But then, yeah. I know you've been cooking a lot of a stream and lots of work. You've put a lot of hard work, just like my brother over here. He put a lot of hard work in his channel. It's not easy building a YouTube. It's choked. The whole place is choked. But trying to stand out among the multitude is not that easy. You have to do a lot of research, a lot of work, and how you can stand out. Lots of videos. You got to do all this to be able to catch up to YouTube to take you serious and send your video out. It's not that easy. And my brother has done a lot of work, and his channel is growing, and so I'm also growing. And we'll get there. We'll get there. So like I said, a little gist, a preview of what I'm trying to bring on the platform. So yeah, you guys are gonna love it. Right after the game, we're gonna start the match rating, the player rating, and you guys also can have that website, that thing on your platform, which you can rate the players on your own even before we come on the platform. So before we get on the platform, the player ratings are there, how you guys rated it. So it's an app that you guys can even put on your phones, and then we can all have our rating before we go live. So it won't be just me alone rating the players. We all can rate it before we go live. So that's the gist of what I'm trying to bring on the platform. We innovate. Big up to you, my brother. Chelsea perspective. I mean, guys, let's all have a good night's sleep. We'll be back again. 14 of us that are watching, if you haven't subscribed, if you just also joining us, like the video and also share the video on any social media platform you found yourself, as the community keep growing. Thank everyone. I want Truth 3, Chelsea perspective, to Muslimi. I'm sure that's the name. I hope I didn't butcher it. Seed and Blue Blood, everyone, Patrick, everyone that have been the Lord. I hope Guna, everyone that have been here. Blue, I think Mo from Blue Lounge, and also Clement from Ghana. I thank everyone. Let's have a good night's sleep. We'll see you guys again. Leo Desperandos, as I always say, hang on to hope. See you again tomorrow. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV.